now our mic is working. I guess we just have to plug this bad boy in.
Yo. Were you guys able to hear us before, or are you just now hearing us for the first time?
That's peaking a little bit.
Oh.
Where's our camera?
How's everybody doing today? Everybody ready for a good stream? I think that we're going to be having a really good stream today. I think we're going to...
Well, I guess let's go on the couch.
Sure.
I still don't even know if the audio is working.
Looks like it's working. Is the audio working? You guys hearing us?
You can plug this. You want to reorganize where that... Don't dox us by accident.
Oh. Do you have anything
I don't
that
think
might
so.
dox us?
No, I just mean the windows.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Louder? Oh, I ran out of... sounds.
Yep. That's normal to have on a table. Oh, lighter. Yeah, that's normal to have on a table. Oh, yeah. Soldering iron, that's normal.
Stuff's on my feet, dude. Them shits aren't free.
Alright. How we setting this shit up?
Yeah, you can put it on the pumpkin, I guess. Wait, don't shine it too directly right at the window.
Well, they can't see. Alright, guys, is this working? You guys see everything you want to see? Is this good, guys? Wait.
Dude, get this crowbar out of here.
Alright, chat. Here's some shit. I was looking into the Fast Fourier transform, looking at the...
Do we have something to prop our...
different fucking things.
You might be kind of quiet.
Fucking... Whatever, man. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Yeah, that looks good. Not bad. Okay, here. Could I just use this solderless breadboard with a button and a fucking
wait.
whatever that is as a prop to prop this up?
Fast feet transform. That is quite funny.
Alright.
Alright, maybe we should put this at... So we can get both of us in here.
Both our feet in there.
What did we put it on before? Oh, let's get this mic.
Yo, thank you. Thanks for noticing. Is this allowed on YouTube? What's up, guys? How you doing? Yo, welcome everybody. Welcome.
We need like a less dumb thing to put our...
Why is it just me in the camera?
It's a Jake only.
What's up, guys? This is a Jake only stream. I'm doing a YouTube takeover. I'm taking over the sylvanfranklin channel. I'm going to be naming it Jake Pappas channel. So yeah, leave your thoughts in the comments in the chat. You know, let me know what you guys are thinking. Hopefully all positive. If you have any negative emotions, any negative thoughts, you will be banned from chat. So
it looks like people are going crazy. They want you.
Yeah, all of these people that are currently chatting. So how's everybody doing?
Check this out. All right. Yeah, how's your Fast Fourier working?
As if you're saying as if I implemented the algorithm already? Well, that has not happened. Yo, WK, what's up, bro? Good to have you in the stream. How's it going? Chat looks a little bit delayed. Kind of looks weird.
Oh, dude, we can throw it on. We can throw it on this.
Throw what on that?
We can throw our. This will be a good stand.
What's up, everybody? Yo. What's up, the frog? The fog? The frog? What's up, the frog?
Oh, wait.
Butterfly transform. Not familiar with that.
Andrew H.
Oh, dude, so
Thanks,
you're kind
Andy.
of... Yeah.
Sorry.
All right, guys. Sorry, I'll I'll have him evicted pretty soon. Won't have to really deal with him and his voice, but playing Ultra Kill before this stream. Cool. I'm not really familiar with that. Sounds like a video game, unless if you're, a ravenous monster just going out and killing people. But I'm doing quite well. Yeah, things are going well. Oh, and stream's getting hijacked. Oh, here's my feet. But I'm doing quite well.
Oh wait, let's try to.
No, we did not get the discrete Fourier transform sorted out. And the FFT is the fast Fourier transform. It's the algorithm for computing a discrete Fourier transform. Implement in Common Lisp or iRiot. I don't know what Common Lisp is.
It's like, those guys who are
like, hey, my name is Sam.
Yeah, as opposed to their rare unique Lisp, which is a lot harder to pull off.
Fucking. Let me drink some fucking water here.
That's water?
Nope, Uzo.
Oh, okay. Let's get the Apple logo out of this. I don't want to give them any free advertising. I don't support big corporations.
Oh, it's not visible.
We gotta scooch it.
Here, we could prop that up on.
Yeah, let me put it on.
Oh,
I'm wearing
perfect. All the
bike shorts,
incenses.
not because I do that normally. I just ran out of pants.
Here, yeah, maybe.
Oh, we spilled all our incense.
Okay. All right, there we go.
That's
fuck.
Hide the logo. Hold on.
Is this a college project? Yeah, I mean, we're in college, but it's unrelated to class. We're not getting a grade on this. This is kind of a
now we've got double
project.
promotion. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, for those who do not know, the point of this project is we're creating an audio visualizer. Oh, Sylvan, you're kind of in the frame.
Yeah, I know.
You're gonna make me ask, dude. Can you get the fuck out of here? This is my stream.
Then I'll unplug this.
Dude, do not. But anyway, so what's going on? We're basically making an audio visualizer. We currently have an input in amplitude over time, and we want to basically extract the frequency information of our audio input. And for that, we will be using a Fourier transform. So we're going to be...
Wait, so can you try to explain it to me? I still don't get...
what it is we're trying to do.
No, I get what we're trying to do, but how does the math work with a Fourier transform?
Well, that is what we set out to learn today. I mean, I've watched a few videos on it. You're trying to fucking trap me with that question, you piece of shit. I don't really completely know. I know that there's complex numbers involved. Well, at least in the fast Fourier transform. Because if you're just performing a regular discrete, or if you're trying to compute the discrete Fourier transform, then there's some n squared algorithm, but what we're the goal is to get it working. Oh my god, what the fuck? Ugh. Anyway, and log in. What?
Mike is peeking.
Fuck it, dude. Fuck all these people. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. Sorry, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I just fucking dislocated my shoulder from sneezing not more than 30 minutes ago. So I'm kind of in a lot of pain. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, it happened. I saw it.
So, yeah. And anyway, the idea of a Fourier transform in this context is to kind of extract the frequency information of a sampled bit of audio, so then you'll have I don't know why. Look at this blank page, and I'm gonna point with my finger to imaginary points. But imagine if you have a sample here, and a sample here, you know, then you perform the discrete Fourier transform, and you might say, okay, well, fucking forget it. I don't fucking know. Damn it.
Okay.
Damn it. We need to learn. Sylvan, we need to learn. Oh. Sylvan, we need to learn. I can't stand not knowing. Chat, we need to learn.
Okay.
How can we learn?
3 blue, 1 brown.
we need to fucking learn.
Yeah, we gotta. He's pissed.
I'm fucking pissed. So, yeah.
The most fascinating thing about Fourier transforms...
We
We don't understand them yet!
Wait, what? Is that they can make you jump between the real and imaginary axes depending on the parity of the functions you're transforming. Right, yeah, like, can y'all stop the stream? I'm trying to work.
I feel like quit your job.
Yeah, quit your job. The fuck.
Get the notes of the chord. What's the of the chord notes?
I don't know. I think that they're tripping. But anyway, should we just start fucking watching videos and fast forward?
Yeah, let's do it. It's not bad to share my screen right now,
Yeah,
right?
channel the rage into learning faster. Exactly.
Yeah, okay, we will learn this. This is so classy around here. You guys have no idea.
Dude, I'm just fucking pissed off. My shoulder hurts, and I don't know how to do this, so...
Should we watch
Let's fucking do it.
3 blue, 1 brown or another video?
Well, there's that MIT lecture that I
Is that good, though?
browsed.
That school is kind of known for being kind of mid.
Let's watch the 3 blue, 1 brown video. I think that's only like 40 minutes long. What? Well,
I think it's only like 6.5 hours.
well, the
Of
MIT...
really rigorous math. You have to really pay attention to it, or...
Here, let me see. What was I watching? I think it was like an hour and a half, this MIT lecture.
Do you have a high-pitched noise playing on your computer?
Oh, that's just my leg hair getting trapped in the fan. I'm not even... Wait, listen. Wait. Do you hear that? Wait.
Nope, not anymore. Oh, I forgot we were streaming for a second.
Just a reaction stream? Yeah, I guess. I guess that's kind of what this is.
Yeah.
We're kind of pieces of shit and we're stupid too.
Jeez. I mean, you kind of are, but... Shave your legs and wear ankle socks, Jake.
Who said that? Just you?
Yeah.
That wasn't even from chat. That was just your own.
Yeah, no, that was...
Who the fuck said that? Mods, ban that guy.
Cover it.
Mods,
You're good.
ban that guy.
Who was that guy we banned that
Malik?
sucked? Malik?
No, it didn't suck. No, Malik was dope.
If I switch to cream... Okay, you guys see this?
Wait, dude, you might be showing too much, by the way. Well, you're not, but just be
I feel
careful.
like it's just like my upper
Fuck you.
thighs.
No,
That's
you
fine.
just be careful with sharing your screen.
Okay. Your hair hitting the fan. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Okay.
No, that's what. What? That's what I.
What?
What?
All right, shut up. Let's go.
Are you reading chat right now? Where are you coming up with all this nonsense you're saying?
All right, can you guys see this? We can't see ourselves and this at the same time, so say no in chat if you can see this.
Dude, they fucking can see it. You idiot. Showing stream your stream keys.
I don't think there's stream keys up here. We can do that though. Where do you find them?
Dude, stop. Go to settings, stream key.
That's awesome.
Wait, can we mod this guy? Yo, Connor, you're we're not gonna actually mod you, but you're like a whatever it's called, like a substitute mod. Like
You can make it hot. No, but what if we're trying to show you this stream
yeah,
key?
they can see Streamlabs. Yeah. Well, we know that. Or well, sorry. You might not know that we know that, but we can see what we can see, and we can see what you can see.
Why are you being so passive aggressive?
Dude, my fucking shoulder hurts. I'm pissed off. I'm in a lot of pain.
You want some Ibuprofen? Or
I already took
Percocet?
some. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Percocet.
Yeah.
Does the room smell? Of incense? Yeah.
Yeah, we could get some incense.
Can you
burning.
mod me? I'm Greek, remember? Dude, honestly, you do bring up a really good point. Wait, I'm actually gonna mod him real quick. Like, I'm dead serious. You're getting modded right now.
Wait, don't make him like a super duper.
No, I'm not gonna make him a super duper mod, but
Make him like a single decker.
dude, some random I don't know is a goat. Is the goat.
Okay. So if we move that there, where do we put that? Wait.
Dude, this guy just says, "Yo, can I get mod?" Yeah.
I'm Filipino, bro.
Dude, you ain't getting no mod, bro. Only Greeks can get mod.
That's crazy. All right, is this audible?
This right here is what we're gonna build to this video.
What? I give up.
All right.
All right, wait. Let me just mod
Can I
him.
get modded of Turkish? Ban that guy. Ban him.
All right, and put user in a timeout for 5 minutes.
You do not want to mess with Jake. I'm sorry if you're Turkish.
All right, Sally. I'm sorry, but you just got fucking banned for 5 minutes. All right, some random. You are getting a mod.
We need one mod from every country and form an assembly. I feel like we need one mod from every part of Greece.
Yeah. All right, some random. I don't know. I just fucking modded you. I swear, if you abuse your moderator powers, you are banned permanently. I'm not even fucking around. I'm not fucking around. If you abuse your abilities, you are permanently banned.
Oh my god. Hold on, ban you.
Yeah. So anyway.
Okay, I think we got a critical mass of people here. So, wait, if I switch to 3 blue 1 brown, can you guys hear the audio to this? Or do I have to set up mixing for that?
To thinking about a super important idea from Matt, the Fourier transform. For anyone
I'll let it run for
unfamiliar
like
with what
30
that is,
seconds.
my number one
Give you
goal for
$5? All right, you're permanently banned. No, I'm kidding. Poseidon, I love you, bro.
I still think that there's something fun and enriching about seeing what
Wait,
all of
can you
us-
turn up the...
No. Okay, nobody else is getting mod.
Can you hear the audio on the stream, Jake?
Um,
Wait, turn up your computer's audio.
The simple example to start is going to be the classic one, decomposing frequencies from sound. But after that, I also
You gotta
really want
pause
to
it
show a
before we
glimpse
go.
of how
We're
this
saying we
idea
only hear from the
extends
speaker
well
going to the
beyond
Mac, no
sound.
audio directly from the PC output.
Oh, okay, we can add that.
Okay, well, no. That's fine. Just turn it up. The audio's too low. Yeah. Just
Sound and frequency into many seemingly disparate areas of math and even physics. Really, it
Pseudo
is crazy
bad
just
mod.
how ubiquitous this idea is. Let's dive in.
wait. Let me.
Okay. How's the 3 blue 1 brown audio? I need some. I guess I can see on Jake's.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's good. As it was.
Audio's too low. Oh.
No. That was a while ago. Ban that guy.
Wait, who called you?
Someone called me?
Yeah, you were just on a phone.
No, I just checked the audio.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's perfect.
Oh. I thought you were talking to some guy.
No.
All right. Okay. 3 blue 1 brown reaction incoming. We're turning into low effort reaction farming streamers, but don't worry, we're gonna.
Wait. Actually, that's a good point. This is kind of fucked.
Well, it's not gonna be like watching 3 blue 1 brown and like sitting there. We're gonna be riding that pause button like it's I don't know, something you ride, like a horse, or like if you're in Cowgirl, but okay. All right. Does that look good on?
This sound right here is a pure A, 440 beats per second. Meaning,
Beats?
if you were to measure the air pressure right next to your headphones or your speaker as a function of time, it would oscillate up and down around its usual equilibrium.
I mean, yeah, it looks good.
Okay. And that's audible.
Well, like, the fucking webcam is in the way.
The webcam.
What a fucking shit stream, dude. This is so horrible.
The webcam.
All right, guys, we're fucking ending stream.
No. Wait, what do you mean the webcam is in the way? True. We can make the webcam smaller. I see what you're saying.
Math XQC. That's awesome.
X equals C. Nah, fuck.
Yeah.
That could have been so much fun. How about we do this?
Can it, buddy? Oh, yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Okay.
Wait. No, we can't do that.
Oh, 50% transparency or something. Oh, wait, why can't we do that? Oh, it'll still come.
No, because we're just stealing content at that point.
What do you mean stealing content?
If we're just streaming 3 blue, 1 brown.
Oh, well, completely silent 3 blue, 1 brown stream. I don't think they can sue us because I turned off all ads on the stream. Stream is not making us any money.
I don't know.
Please don't donate or we'll get sued.
No, dude. Okay, wait. How do we go about this? I feel like
we watch it. I feel like we put our webcam on it. We put it over it. But if there's a part where we need that part of the video to be shown, we can move our webcam around, and we'll just be pausing it a lot. So.
Oh, they say we could just do a 3 blue, 1 brown audio reaction.
But I feel like they need the visuals. 3 blue and brown's like known.
Well, they need the visuals if we're fucking plagiarizing it, but they don't need the visuals if we're just.
Wait, is that copyrightable?
I don't know.
Someone
fit into the actual corner. Yeah, people are. Shit looks awful.
like this?
No.
How do you snap? There we go.
Yeah, dude. Somebody troll. Send 10K.
If still in. Yeah. Oh no! Oh damn it! They sent 10 grand. Shit.
Fuck. Damn it, guys.
Okay. Romance and beats. Oh, resonance. Okay. Yeah, we're not taking viewership from him. Yeah, I feel like it's chill. I feel like we can just watch it. I don't think he'll sue us. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's just a matter of like principle and ethics.
Can we make our webcam slightly lower opacity? Is that possible? Wait, which video capture device is it? It's that. Properties?
Yo, Sally, welcome back. Welcome back.
No, that's not it. It's got to be hide. I don't see it in transform. Scale, blending mode. Oh, can we put it on multiply? Oh, that shit's awesome.
Oh, what the hell?
That's so cool.
That's really weird.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. What's your ethnicity? It's complicated. So white.
Yeah, white is not an ethnicity.
Wait,
but that was a really good try.
Oh, we put ourselves big and 3 blue, 1 brown in the corner.
Oh yeah.
Problem solved.
Yeah,
That's
wait,
really
yeah,
smart.
just do that.
So we go like that. And then we put
This looks so bad.
and then we put
Yeah, what's good, Alexander?
the screen capture above, and then we make the screen capture small. Oh, but now we put the screen capture below again? Oh, it's additive. We just have to take it away from being additive.
Why not OBS? Yeah, I don't know. This shade's kind of bloated, but...
Yeah, I mean...
Whatever, dude. It fucking works. Fuck all you guys. Dude, you know why fuck all you guys? It's because I'm in pain, bro. My fucking shoulder hurts, alright?
Hold on, I'm tweaking.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna get some fucking ice on that shit.
Okay.
Fuck all of you!
Jake is pissed off, so it's gonna be a
super pissed
piss
off.
stream.
Guys, you have to donate money to make me not pissed off.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
He's
you
from
do.
New Vermont. Vermont is New Vermont. Is there an old Vermont?
I don't know. Guys, donate money if you want me to stop being
South-European and
mad.
Anglo mixed. Yeah, that's exactly right. Unfortunately, it's like
Show my limp pee-pee shoulder.
okay.
No.
Okay, that's better. Can we get this screen a little bigger though? Can we put it somewhere like? Dude, and then we make it transparent.
No, just put it in like the top right or something.
Wait, but the rules of basic composition mean you have to put it like there.
I'm pretty sure there's no old Vermont. I'm pretty sure that Vermont is like a name derived from
The place, yeah, because doesn't it mean Green Mountain, Vermont?
Yeah, some shit like that.
In Latin. Boom, classics.
I just see New Hampshire mentioned in there. Shout out New Hampshire.
Don't shout out New Hampshire. New Hampshire sucks.
Pissed off because his shoulder. Yeah, maybe I should mention that a few times. You guys need a backlight.
We have a...
Do you not see this fucking light right? Alright, mods, ban that guy. You're banned. Fuck you. Wait, is this like allowed in like terms of service of whatever?
How's this look?
But anyway.
Yeah.
But what happened was I dislocated my shoulder a while ago.
Who asked if I'm circumcised? Dude, you cannot ask that before the reveal video.
Favorite U.S. state for me is New Hampshire, because New Hampshire is fucking awesome.
Okay, this looks fine. How does Vim look in this? Oh, hopefully I didn't just leak something critical.
Fuck, wait, what?
No, it was not. It was nothing. It was like a split second. It was like my public Bitcoin address, but that's fine. Okay.
Wait, are you serious?
No, first of all, it has nothing
public
in
one,
it.
yeah.
Second
Still,
of all,
bro. I mean, what about Maine? Yeah, Maine's kind of cool.
I prefer the old terminology, like master.
Start learning.
Okay, we're gonna start learning. Chill.
Dude, soon, bro. Soon.
Oh, hold on. Wait, I'm getting artistically and autistically distracted.
New Hampshire is awesome because we've got the lowest crime rate, most beautiful. Well, actually, I don't know. It's not that like. Well, I mean, we got the ocean, we got the mountains, we got the lakes, we got the et cetera, and whatnot.
Dude, you could build any kind of preset, and you could have like multiple little like fractal views of the same thing.
Dude, I need to like. Wait, why am I tweaking so hard? It's like a combination of my pain and...
You want to smoke a cigar?
I guess I had a little bit of caffeine. I don't know. I'm kind of tweaking out, guys. I think you guys need to donate for me to... I'm kidding.
Wait, this isn't live updating. Maybe the stream is behind, but...
No, I paused this.
Oh, I see. Wait, can you go to the present just to see what...
Oh my gosh, dude. Two guys that are chronically on their computers don't know how to use their computers.
Okay, chill out.
Oh, they're saying we should do a drugs stream?
Dude, don't show that.
Why? Our heroin spoon?
That's not heroin.
I mean, our spoon with black tar. I mean, our spoon and...
I don't know if you could
Never
say
mind.
that on stream. Okay.
I can say whatever the fuck I want. Bitch. Where's my fucking ice pack? I'm fucking upset.
Tu parles français ou pas? No.
Un peu.
Okay. Alright, we're switching. No, it's not Coca-Cola sponsored. We put that
I
there.
need the Ouzo. That's true.
Yeah, you can bring out the Ouzo.
No, I don't want to drink, dude. I'm done drinking.
After
Friday night? Oh my god.
Okay. Let's get...
in this wave, making 440
Let's restart this
oscillations
from the
each second.
Oh my god.
Should we...
Wait, full screen that shit.
Oh, dude, that logo.
This right here is what we're going to build to this video. A certain animated approach
That's
to thinking
so cool.
about a super important idea from math, the Fourier transform. For anyone unfamiliar with what that is, my number one goal here is just for the video to be an introduction to that topic.
Okay.
But even for those of you who are already familiar with it, I still think that there's something fun and enriching about seeing what all of its components actually look like. The central example to start is going to be the classic one, decomposing frequencies from sound. But after that, I also really want to show a glimpse of how this idea extends well beyond sound and frequency into many seemingly disparate areas of math and even physics. Really, it is crazy.
Wait, isn't the Riemann zeta function the thing that like approximates factorials and primes and differential equations? Dude, how is that possible?
Just how ubiquitous this idea is.
Also, did you ever do like spirograph things as a kid?
Yeah.
That's what that's reminding
Let's
me
dive
of.
in.
Polar equation, I guess.
Why does that remind you of
Here
that?
is a pure A, 440 beats per second. Meaning, if you were to measure the air pressure right next to your headphones or your speaker as a function of time, it would oscillate up and down around its usual equilibrium in this wave, making 440 oscillations
Wait, it's
each
air
second.
pressure?
A lower pitch note, like a D, has the same structure, just fewer beats per second.
Wait.
And when
why?
both of them are played at once, what do you think the resulting pressure versus time graph looks like? Well, at any point in time, this pressure difference is going to be the sum of what it would be for each of those notes individually. Which, let's face it, is kind of a complicated thing to think about.
Wait.
At some points,
What?
the peaks match up with each other, resulting in a really high pressure. At other points, they tend to cancel out. And all in all, what you get is...
Physically though, why would that happen? If it's like air pressure,
Well, it's just how waves work.
it's air pressure though?
Well, audio is just a change in air pressure.
Which is like how close the molecules are together?
I mean, yeah.
Like, what?
Well, like
What
it's like a wave of differential pressure, and like the greater the difference, and means like the stronger the movement, meaning the greater the amplitude of that movement. You're just basically like what a microphone is kind of like, imagine like a cup with like air or whatever, and it's just going like up and down, like reacting to the
Like we're reacting to 3 Blue and Brown?
exactly. And so, you get that like the amplitude of that audio, and then what we're doing here is we're extracting the frequency. So you have this up and down movement of like yo versus like yo, and then you
The yo note.
the yo note, and then we're extracting from this sample in amplitude over time to frequency, which is like you get like the amplitude of the frequencies that combine
Oh,
into-
right.
is a wave-ish pressure versus
So
time graph
they're
that is
adding
not
together.
a pure sine wave. It's something more complicated.
Gotcha.
And as you add in other notes, the wave gets more and more complicated.
Right.
But right now, all it is a combination of 4
react
frequencies.
harder.
So it seems needlessly complicated given the low amount of information put into it.
Right.
A microphone recording any sound just picks up on the air
That's what
pressure
you're saying.
at many different points in time. It only sees the final sum. So our central question is going to be how you can take a signal like this and decompose it into the pure frequencies that make it up. Pretty interesting, right? Adding up
That
these
is pretty
signals
interesting.
all together. Unmixing multiple paint colors that have all been stirred up together.
Wait,
General strategy,
Oh.
unmixing multiple paint colors that have all been stirred up together.
That's a good analogy.
The general strategy is going to be to build for ourselves a
Oh my god, I
mathematical
look
machine.
so fucking stupid. I look at- Wait, look at this. What is this?
Oh, I put a couple of extra.
Why are we reacting 3 times?
It's better for engagement, dude. Okay.
That's crazy.
Oh, I gotta fix my hair. Should I fluff it up? All right. Wait. Did you get that metaphor he dropped though? That was like the hardest metaphor I've ever seen.
No, I did not catch that.
Like
Go
he was
back.
like, it's like mixing.
Akin to unmixing multiple paint
Oh,
colors
yeah,
that have
yeah.
all been
Awesome.
stirred up
Yeah.
together. The general
Let me have
strategy
anything cool
is
about
going to be to build for ourselves a mathematical machine that treats signals with a given frequency differently from how it treats other signals. To start, consider simply taking a pure signal,
Wait, what?
say with a machine that treats signals with a given frequency differently from how it treats other signals. To start, consider simply taking a pure signal, say with a lowly 3 beats per second so that we can plot it easily. And let's limit ourselves to looking at a finite portion of this graph. In this case, the portion between 0 seconds and 4.5 seconds. The key idea is going to be to take this graph and sort of wrap it up around a circle. Concretely, here's what I mean by that.
Oh, whoa.
Imagine a little rotating vector
Whoa.
where at each point in time, its length is equal to
Dude,
the height of our graph
This is
for that time.
insane.
So high points of the graph correspond to a greater distance from the
That's
origin.
crazy.
And low points end up closer to the origin.
How is he doing that with like?
And right
polar
now, I'm
coordinate
drawing it in such a way that
transformation?
moving
Yeah.
forward 2 seconds in time corresponds to a single rotation around the circle. Our
Oh.
little vector drawing this wound up graph is rotating at half a
Wow.
cycle per second. So this is important.
It's fascinating.
That's crazy.
Add Subway Surfers.
How does he?
Yeah. Reaction streamers. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was kind of saying this is a little bit slop content, but also like, fuck the entire world and everyone in it.
Yeah, we're trying
you know?
to learn this. You're just a byproduct of that.
Yeah. Damn.
You can leave if you want. If you're not trying to learn fast Fourier transform, but that's what I'm trying to do.
There are two different frequencies at play here. There's the frequency of our
Wait, let me know if there's anything that's like
happening in chat.
eminently needs to be responded
signal,
Um,
which goes up and down
alright.
3 times per second.
But that's
And
insane.
then, separately, there's the frequency with which we're wrapping the graph around the circle, which at the moment is half of a rotation per second.
to. Right.
But we can adjust that second frequency however we want. Maybe we want to wrap it around faster,
Okay.
or maybe we go and wrap it around slower.
Okay.
And that choice of winding frequency determines what the wound up graph looks like.
Right.
Some of the diagrams that come out of this can be pretty complicated, although they are very pretty. But it's important
It's
to keep
just
in
like a
mind that
polar
all that's
coordinate.
happening here is that we're wrapping the signal around a circle.
Yeah.
The vertical lines that I'm drawing up top, by the way, are just a way to keep
Wait,
track
why
of
would
the
he
distance on the
change?
original graph that corresponds to a full rotation around the circle.
What's the
So lines
difference
spaced out by
between-
1.5 seconds would mean it takes 1.5 seconds to make one full revolution. And at this point, we might have some sort of vague sense that something special will happen when the winding frequency matches the frequency of our signal, 3 beats per second.
Whoa.
All of the high points on the graph happen on the right
Wait.
side of it.
When the winding frequency meets
Oh, they're saying it's a solid 1 minute delay. You able to fix that?
solid 1 minute delay between what?
Like us right now and what they're seeing. Like the delay is big.
That's how stream works.
Well, sometimes it's usually it's like 4 or 5 seconds.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. I wonder if that's fixable. I don't want to leak my key though.
Oh,
So I can go to sharing just us, I guess.
Dude, these people are trying to get me locked in. Aetherol is saying, Jake, focus. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jake, focus on 3 blue and brown. Okay. How do we
3 faps per second.
Okay.
Ask Sylvan to fix the speed of light. Could you fix that real quick?
Yeah, I got you.
Alright.
Wait. We're not keyframe frequency or 4 seconds or less.
Laptop connection? Potentially.
Laptop can it should be fine. It's been fine in the past. Unless you're not Okay, how do we change that? Entertain the chat, will you, in the meantime?
Alright. Yo, what's up, chat? I'm interacting with you now. How's everyone doing today? I'm stalling.
Oh, it is low. It's low latency, but I can't really do anything to change that, I think, without ending stream.
Well, low latency is good.
Or it's normal latency, but it could be low or ultra low.
Oh.
But
Oh, you'd have to like restart.
yeah.
Alright. Shower stream when? Sometime.
Is it worth restarting for lower latency?
I don't know. Guys, should we restart stream so that there's less delay and try to sort that out? Should we like end and restart? You guys chill with that? Or do you not care?
I mean, yeah, anyone. Let's see.
Can y'all code something and leave the learning for off stream?
Yeah, but I mean...
Kind of valid, but oh no, okay, people are liking it though. People are liking it. Hot tub stream soon.
Leave it.
How did I hurt my shoulder? It was a skiing accident. I was on a box rail, and I fucked my shit up. I landed right on my shoulder.
No, we could just put on 2x speed for a sec, and
I dislocated it. And now I dislocate it like a lot.
No, you don't need input for understanding FFTs. No, you don't need our input for understanding FFTs. Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
Do you need what?
Our input for understanding FFTs. Oh no, reveal. Why did people want to know that? You scrubbing through the chat to find that? Don't take... That's true. We gotta stop taking this chat so seriously. Hot streaming tip. Yeah, dude, whatever. Just...
Yeah.
We're watching through Blue and
Brown. Yeah, we're gonna fucking learn right now, so fuck all of you. Wait. You have to change the...
Oh, yeah. We will end up streaming live coding this, but yeah, if you'd rather go work on your own project, I mean, the world is your oyster, man. We're not keeping you here.
This guy Chris is saying 60 viewers, Vimothee is officially mainstream. You should come around sometimes when we got 140 viewers.
There was that one time we got a botted 3,000 viewers.
yeah, somebody botted us, which was kind of fucked with to...
All right, Jake, stop looking at stream. Let's...
At chat?
Yeah.
All right, we're making it out the hood.
And all of the low points happen on the left. But how precisely can we take advantage of that in our attempt to build a frequency unmixing machine? Well, imagine this graph as having some kind of mass to it, like a metal wire. This little dot is going to represent the center of mass of that wire.
Okay.
As we change the frequency and the graph winds up differently, that center of mass
this
kind
analogy
of wobbles
is
around
cool, but it's not really
and for most of the winding
great
frequencies,
for the
peaks and
implementation.
valleys
Like
are
this isn't the implementation technique. This is just kind of like understanding.
That's also is the value there going to be like red somehow? Is that how he's going to determine?
Well, you'll see, but eventually he's going to be seeking like positive values. Like values close to 1 are going to be read as containing. You'll see.
Okay.
spaced out around the circle in such a way that the center of mass stays pretty close to the origin. But when the winding frequency is the same as the frequency of our signal, in this case 3 cycles per second, all of the peaks are on the right and all of the valleys are on the left, so the center of mass is unusually far to the right.
Right. Yeah. That's...
Here, to capture this, let's draw some kind of plot that keeps track
genius.
of where that center of mass is for each winding frequency. Of course, the center of mass is a two-dimensional thing. It requires 2 coordinates to fully keep track of. But for the moment, let's only keep track of the x-coordinate. So for a frequency of 0, when everything is bunched up on the right, this x-coordinate is relatively high.
Right.
And then as you increase that winding frequency, and the graph balances out around the circle, the x-coordinate of that center of mass goes closer to 0, and it just kind of wobbles around a bit.
That's really cool. And then as you get to the exact... Like, as you get to the period or frequency, like where it's there...
But then, at 3 beats per second, there's a spike, as everything lines up to the right.
That's so smart. And that's how they extract, like, what frequency it is?
Well, this is like a visual representation of...
the algorithm.
Kinda.
This right here is the central construct. So let's sum up what we have so far. We have that original intensity versus time graph.
Okay.
And then we have the wound up version of that in some 2-dimensional plane. And then, as a third thing, we have a plot for how the winding frequency influences the center of mass of that graph. And by the way, let's look back at those really low frequencies near 0. This big spike around 0 in our new frequency plot just corresponds to the fact that the whole cosine wave is shifted up.
And they could...
If I had chosen a signal that oscillates around 0, dipping into negative values, then, as we play around with various winding frequencies, this plot of the winding frequency versus center of mass would only have a spike at the value of 3.
So you'd choose like a sine
But
wave?
negative values are a little bit weird and messy to think about, especially for a first example. So let's just continue thinking in terms of the shifted up graph. I just want you to understand that that spike around 0 only corresponds to the shift. Our main focus, as far as frequency decomposition is concerned, is that bump at 3.
And does
This
that
whole
bump...
plot is what I'll call the
Wait, does the bump correspond to like
almost Fourier.
how much amplitude there is in the wave? Like, would a bigger one of these pull further out? So could you like rip the...
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Transform
Yeah.
of the original signal. There's a couple small distinctions between this and the actual Fourier transform, which I'll get to in a couple minutes.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah, 'cause
already,
this is-
you might be able to see how this machine lets us pick out the frequency of a signal.
This is a cool visualization.
Just
but
to
I'm still,
play
like,
around
kinda
with it a little bit
confused
more,
on how...
take a different pure signal.
Like, how would you implement that?
Well, that's the point. That isn't really the Fourier transform.
I could see, like, just to implementing that, you could theoretically, like, plot vectors and do, like, a center of mass calculation or something, but that... Okay.
Let's say with a lower frequency of 2 beats per second, and do the same thing. Wind it around a circle.
Okay.
Imagine different potential winding frequencies, and as you do that, keep track of where the center of mass of that graph is.
I
And
can't
then
wait to see
plot
what
the
this represents, or,
x-coordinate
like, what
of
the
that center
algorithm
of
is.
mass as you adjust the winding frequency. Just like before, we get a spike when the winding frequency is the same as the signal frequency, which in this case is when it equals 2 cycles per second. But the real key point, the thing that makes this machine so delightful, is how it enables us to take a signal consisting of multiple frequencies and pick out what they are. Imagine taking the two signals we just looked at, the wave with 3 beats per second and the wave with 2 beats per second, and add them up.
Right.
Like I said earlier, what you get is no longer a nice pure cosine wave.
Oh,
It's a-
dude, he's gonna add them up. It's gonna, like...
Wait. Oh, dude.
What is that?
Holy shit, I thought... Jeez, just heard like screaming. I thought someone was like getting fucking murdered outside. Shit, give me PTSD.
Yeah, back from your murdering days.
Yeah.
But I see how this is gonna work, because like now the graph is gonna show, like the graph at the center of mass is gonna show like multiple spikes, right?
thing a little more
For
complicated.
like the 2 and 3
But
hertz
imagine
ones.
throwing this into our winding frequency machine.
Yeah.
It is certainly the case that as you wrap this thing around, it looks a lot more complicated. You have this chaos and chaos and chaos and chaos, and then whoop,
Oh,
things seem to line up really
dude,
nicely at
that's
2 cycles
awesome.
per second.
Yeah.
Then as you continue on, it's more chaos and more chaos, more chaos, 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 chaos. Whoop, things nicely align again at 3
That's
cycles
so
per
cool.
second.
Wait, are they also gonna line up at like 6 though, or some like thing that's like...
Well, if
Like I said
6
before,
was the
wound-up graph
frequency of
can look
one
kind
of
of
the...
busy and complicated, but all it is the relatively simple idea of wrapping
Oh,
the
yeah.
graph around a circle. It's just a more complicated graph
I mean,
and a
see,
pretty
this is
quick
just
winding frequency.
frequency 2 plus frequency
Now, what's
3.
going on here
Right.
with the 2 different
Right.
spikes is that if you were to take 2 signals
That's so
and then
smart.
apply this almost Fourier transform to each of them individually, and then add up the results, what you get is the same as if you first added up the signals and then applied this almost Fourier transform.
That's so
And the
cool.
attentive
I
viewers
mean, that's
among
just-
you might
yeah.
want to pause and ponder and convince yourself that what I just said is actually true.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Wait, I'm gonna get some juice.
if that wasn't the case, then, like, well, the whole concept just does not check out.
Yeah, no, I totally buy that's the case.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like adding...
It visually makes a lot of sense. I want to see like the actual algorithm. It'd be good to watch like an algorithm video after this. Is anyone saying anything?
Let's see, what are you guys all talking about in chat? Oh, they're kind of like talking amongst themselves. That's cool. Yeah. And some random, I don't know, he's got it under control.
Man, having Greek moderation team is awesome. It's Cyprus. Cyprus is partially.
I have not taken a shower today.
Should we do a shower stream? Or should we do a stream shower where we go and shower in a Vermont stream?
Yes, I mean, somebody just asked, shower stream when? People People would actually go crazy. Yes, shower stream. People are obsessed.
All right. We're halfway through the 3 blue 1 brown video. Hopefully we've lost nearly all of our viewers now.
It's a pretty good test to verify for yourself that it's clear what exactly is being measured inside this winding machine.
Yeah, I get it. It's the center
Now
of
this
mass.
property makes things really useful to us because the transform of a pure
What is the
frequency
center of mass
is
again,
close
Mike?
to 0 everywhere except for a spike around that frequency.
The center of mass is just like the average value of... It's the average value of some kind of summation.
Well,
so we're gonna get like a summation
it's
formula.
It's the average value of, take a circle for example.
Yeah.
The average value of every single point in that circle is the center.
Right.
And then if you manipulate it in some way, the average point is just the sum of all of the points divided by.
Right, but that's what I mean. Like, I'm trying to think of like what the equation form of that'll be. Won't it be like the sum of all those vectors divided by the amount of vectors? It's gonna be like a series, or they call it the...
Yeah, well, I mean, this is
Fourier
like
series.
this whole average point idea. I think is more of like a conceptual tool rather than the actual algorithm. Like, the way that you actually compute a discrete Fourier transform is not necessarily by stringing it around something and finding the average point. Like, that's not
Right.
This is just a demonstration.
Wait, what's like the input and output of the, like, you give it a wave and it gives you...
Well, let's say you give it an array of 100 different samples, right?
Yeah.
Which would basically be kind of like, if we're inputting audio, then you're just doing...
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
If we're inputting audio? Oh,
So if we're inputting audio, then we have maybe I should move the camera a bit. But so if we're inputting audio, then let's say for a certain interval, like 1 second, for example, if we're taking a sample of all of the audio inputs over that 1 second, which is going to be like thousands of audio samples because microphones are crazy like that. Here, let me just isolate it. Like, let's say you have 5 samples for amplitude. Like, at one given instance, it's like at 0. Then the following instance, it's at 1. The following instance, it's at 0. The following instance, it's at 1. Then you take that
wave.
That fucking wave.
Yeah.
And then you apply this Fourier transform, a discrete Fourier transform. You perform a discrete Fourier transform because like the discrete implies the concept of like discrete mathematics rather than
There's like gaps and shit.
yeah exactly, because it's like you're just taking sample points instead of like a continuous amplitude graph.
So the discrete transform is resistant to holes and whatnot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So then, and that's actually important though, because the more narrow your kind of like field of view that you have, the less accurate it will be.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's kind of like a threshold that
Gotcha.
you want to be doing. I think that it's like for every frequency that you want to be detecting, you have 1 sample per second. Or wow, that was not 1 sample per, for like for every frequency.
Wait, so you
You
do
want
multiple
one sample.
fast transforms for different frequencies? Or no, you sample multiple frequencies.
You have your sample array,
Yeah.
which is just like saying, each index might represent a time step of 0.001 or something like
Yeah.
that, and then you have that chunk of information telling you like where the points are, like on this continuous index, and then what you're doing is for each point some kind of there's that's where the fucking crazy shit comes in. I don't really know how that works. But so the input is this chunk, this index, this like array of samples.
So we get Sarv in the chat.
And then what's up, Sarv? And then we're converting that into like frequency, which then it would be like, I think the same like n number of samples would be the amount of like frequency accuracy that we would have. So like, let's say you take 10 samples, then we have access to like 10 hertz, right? So let's say that like, then you would be able to know like, okay, this is a combination of 1 and 2 hertz, but like you wouldn't know anything further than 10.
I see.
Okay, so you have that input, 10 samples, and then you get out of that a range up to 10 hertz, saying, you might have some kind of indicator there, like index 0 is 0 hertz, 0. Index 1 is just like labeled 1, and then 0, 0, 0. And then you get that, and then you interpret that by saying, okay, like, I have just one frequency.
I see what you're saying.
Like, I did a horrible
job.
job.
You get a slice of
that,
10, and each of them has like a value and those values will add up to the total of whatever.
You have a slice of 10, and each value of those
in your
10.
example, like it's gonna return like an array of each of the possible frequencies that you're.
Yeah, like you have your sample of 10, and then it will return to you a sample space of frequencies that's the same size as your sample set. Meaning, if you have 10 samples, you can get precision up to 10 hertz,
Yeah. Yeah. Right. I see what you're saying.
So then it will return to you an array. Well, in computer science, it would give you an array of like it will give you an array of amplitudes where the index in that array corresponds to the frequency, and that the number, the size, the amplitude corresponds to how much of that frequency is present in your sample set.
I see.
Yeah.
So it's like more of a. Would it be like a out of percentage, or? No, I guess not. I guess it could be or it could not be. But I see what you're saying.
I did a pretty terrible job explaining.
I get it a little bit more. What do you think? Like the math representation of it? Like, does it return like a set? Is it like a function from?
Yeah, it's like you would have like a function. Like, I mean, in simple terms, you'd have an input array and an output array. The input array is samples of amplitude. The output array is samples of frequency.
Amplitude, and it would
not samples.
So it would be from some higher dimensional, like R space to R space, or like real numbers. It'd be like R to the 10 to R to the 10 or some. Okay.
Yeah. There's like the same cardinality of the input and the output.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So when you add together two pure frequencies, the transform graph just has these little peaks above the frequencies that went into it. So this little mathematical machine does exactly what we wanted. It pulls out the original frequencies from their jumbled up sums, unmixing the mixed bucket of paint.
That's so cool.
And before continuing into the full math that describes this operation...
Oh shit. Wait, here, I can read the demo over here.
Oh, Link
Yo,
Carzo.
$5. Thank you.
This is a fellow YouTuber, Link Carzo. Go check him out. Well, don't leave the stream, but yeah, if any of the 63, however many there are of you haven't seen this guy, he's interviewed me before. He does some cool stuff as well. I think he's gonna write that off as a business expense. Why OBS shows 3 times on the screen? Let's get the ball rolling with super chats. Shower stream already happened. We're gonna shower in like a Vermont stream We're gonna set a donation goal of like 4 mil, and then we'll do that.
And the 3, exactly. Poseidon's got it, the nail right on the head. We want to get copyright striked 3 times when we're watching the video.
Yeah. Exactly. Hold on, wait. This one is not. It's cut off. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Oh, I love how he used thrice too. That's awesome. Officially scraped money off 3 blue, 1 brown. Let's go.
Let's go.
3 blue, 1 brown. You're going down. No, I do love 3 blue, 1 brown. You guys know the guy behind it, Grant Sanderson. He also has his own channel. I think he just makes like videos where he just talks.
Yeah, it's called
about
3 blue, 1 brown.
No, but he has like a person. Dude, you imbecile. He's just a really nice guy. Also, the name of his channel comes from the fact that his eye is 3/4.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's really cool. You can see it when he's...
I thought that it was like a play on the fact that the likelihood of having blue eyes is 1 to 3.
Nope.
So, well, it's because... Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. I don't know if you can... let's YT that tab.
Hey, what's up, Baron Young? We're back at it.
I don't know how much Grant... Yeah, you can see it a little bit there. Wait. I don't know.
I can't really see it.
It's also... Wow, what a low quality. Wow, that's totally visible.
That confirmed that. Hey, Sarv! Thank you, Sarv, for the 2 pounds. Why does Sylvan keep taking 1 milliliter sips every 30 seconds? He has a sensitive stomach, bro.
No, I don't. I'm just sipping our... It's not sponsored. We don't actually do big brand sponsorships. Oh, shoot. If I take that away, it gets rid of that. You can see the Apple logo.
Yeah, thank you, Sarv. Appreciate the donation.
Yes, Sorry, if you keep the lights on here, that light would have turned off in the next 30 minutes because our power bill isn't paid, but now we can pay.
Wait, it would actually be so crazy. Like a streamathon?
Yeah.
When people the stream keeps going as long as people are donating and
Yeah.
or it's called a subathon, and the stream keeps going as long as people are subbing, and then it can go on for days or months or whatever, depending on your popularity. If we had like an electricity bill stream where we're actively paying the electricity bill. Oh, thank you for the $5.
Virtual environment, repping the Python. Love the grind, Kings. Keep it up. No Bolt House, please.
Buy a juicer that she will pay for itself in a few months. That wouldn't even be a terrible idea.
That's a great idea. We're going to buy a juicer. Really appreciate you, but I hate virtual environments. So maybe name yourself Makefile or something, but I don't know. You got to do Python.
Dude, speaking of pure sugar, Sprite.
Yeah, what am I doing drinking Bolt House Farms? We need a juicer, dude. Why do we not have a juicer?
We also need a chessboard. Oh, chess stream would actually be really interesting.
Dude, I would clap your cheeks.
Yeah, you would, but that'd be fun. I love getting my cheeks clapped.
Okay. Alright, I'm putting this juice back in the... Let's get this going. Once we understand Fast Fourier, we are going to implement it in C++.
Yeah, that's the goal with this all. For any of you not familiar with our project, we're making an audio visualizer, and part of that process is taking the audio input and extracting frequency information. Whoa, what is that? Oh! What is that? Oh, by the foot. Good man.
Dude, wait. Eating contest?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Wait, mine's rigged.
What the fuck? Wait, that's
guys.
disgusting.
What the fuck is this fruit by the foot? Why is it do you see that? Is it coming out in the picture?
Kind of. Yeah, actually, virtual environment, that's a good point. The Python virtual environment is pretty good.
Fucking ew, man. Oh, dude, it looks like a dog chewed on it. That's disgusting, man.
Used 3 months religiously, has been stored for 2 years. Hey, if you want to send that our way, man, we can drop our address and chat.
No, guys, we actually are working on getting a P.O. box. So...
Yeah, if you want to send us precious metals, we don't take normal donations because of... We're like
We literally
schizophrenically
just
paranoid.
took real... Yo! Including this real donation right here. Take Uzo shots, but normal shot size. Thank you, some random. I don't know. I appreciate the donation. We're not going to be drinking Uzo right now. Maybe next stream we'll drink some Uzo. Sarv, thank you for the £5. I appreciate that. Clapping cheeks. Don't skip the plot and go straight into action, guys. Also, Greek food is just watered down. I'm not going to say that word. And I disagree.
Alright.
Dude, thank you guys for the donations.
Sarv is rage baiting so hard. Yo!
Oh my, dude, 20, what is that currency? I've actually never seen, what is that?
Is that better not be Turkish dollar?
No, don't. Yo, thank you for the 20 of your currency. Thank you very much.
Thanks for the 20 of your currency.
Well, I don't know what that is. I'm not that cultured. I'm not.
Why do we have such a Euro audience?
Oh,
like
rupees. Yo, thank you for the 20 rupees.
Rupees.
Dude, this is how this came out of the package, by the way. Out of package, it came like that.
Oh.
Guys, thank you all for the donations. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, that was huge. But let's go back. Hold on. Oh, this is such a good video, by the way. If you've ever...
Dude, 20 rupees is 23 United States dollars. Yo, thank you, bro. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be like laughing that hard, but I mean that is pretty funny.
Wait, you mean 23? You said $23. You mean
Cents. It's 23 US cents.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. Yeah, no, not dollars, but no, that's pretty funny.
I think
That's awesome.
YouTube takes like 30%.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, what do you think about...
You see this, bro?
That's awesome. I do see that his eye is colored 3 blue, 1 brown. That's nice. But yeah, guys, if you want to send us like mail and stuff, like it'd be really funny if you guys sent like letters or like if you sent your physical resume. Actually, no, that'd be pretty lame. Don't do that. But we're gonna be setting up a PO box at some point. Yeah. Stream to Twitch yet? No, we're not really gonna. We're not planning on streaming on Twitch. At least not yet. I don't know. I think that the audience that we have, that's the audience that Sylvan has. Well, the audience that I have. This is my channel. Everybody kind of prefers
Also, Twitch has
YouTube.
ads.
All right, somebody's telling me to shut the fuck up.
We can turn all our... Alright.
Let's just get a quick glimpse of one context where this thing is useful. Sound editing. Let's say that you have some recording and it's
Oh,
got-
God.
Come on,
Well,
Three Wheeler.
Well, at first, your signal is coming in as a function of various intensities over time.
Okay.
Different voltages given to your speaker from 1 millisecond to the next. But we want to think of this in terms of frequencies. So, when you take the Fourier transform of that signal, the annoying high pitch is going to show up just as a spike at some high frequency. Filtering that out by just smushing the spike down, what you'd be looking at is the Fourier transform of a sound that's just like your recording, only without that high frequency.
Oh, dude! Dude, that's how we get rid of the CRT thing.
Yeah.
All you have to do is eliminate that.
Yeah, just isolate that frequency. I mean, we could
Luckily,
just...
there's a notion of an inverse.
I mean,
Fourier
that's
transform
why...
that
Remember
tells
when
you
I...
which signal
Never
would
mind.
have produced this
Wait,
as its
you
Fourier
can
transform.
invert it?
I'll be talking about
Oh,
that
yeah,
in first
obviously.
much more fully in the next video. But long story short, applying the Fourier transform to the Fourier transform gives you back something close to the original function.
Wait, the Fourier transform to the Fourier transform. What? Why would it do that?
Kind of. This is a little bit of a lie, but it's in the direction of truth. And
It's a
most of the
lie.
reason that it's a lie is that I still have yet to tell you what the actual
This
Fourier
just looks like a
transform
sine
is,
wave.
since it's a little more complex. than
'cause-
this
'cause- 'cause it
export
is.
center of mass idea. First off, bringing back this wound-up graph
It's
with
true.
at its center of mass, the x-coordinate is really only half the story, right? I mean, this thing is in 2 dimensions.
Well, that was
It's
a
got
cosine.
y-coordinate as well. And as is typical in math, whenever you're dealing with something 2-dimensional, it's elegant to think of it as the complex plane, where this center of mass is going to be a complex number that has both a real and an imaginary part. And the reason for talking in terms of complex numbers, rather than just saying it has 2 coordinates,
Wait.
is that complex numbers lend
A real and why?
themselves to really nice descriptions of things that have
Well,
to
because
do with
look, like the complex plane, if you have this number, this imaginary number here,
Right.
0.2 minus 0.13i, the imaginary component is on this plane. So you're basically just, this is just like x comma y.
Right, I get that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, why is that more rotatory though? Because you can use like.
Why?
Well, it's not more rotatory. It's just
Basically tells us that if
he'll
you take
pause that shit. Fuck you. Let me fucking talk. But it's because of the way that you're able to. It just has to do with like you do less computations in like a.
Yo!
Yo, what is that?
Thank you for the
SAR.
SAR.
$4. Yo, thank you.
Just look up what SAR is.
Looking that shit up. Thank you very much. Greatly
No
appreciate
need to thank. No, we greatly appreciate you. You could have left a message on that. What is SAR?
I don't know.
Saudi
Arabian Rials?
Oh, the Saudis are rich. You might be able to.
Super cool. Thank you very much.
How does their
That's
economy-
about $1.
Cool.
1 SAR is $10? Wait,
Wait, no way.
I don't think that's true.
Anybody got some SEK? See if we can get all the.
That is not $10. $10 is. Whatever. Let's stop analyzing the.
E to some
Analyzing the
number
donation,
times
we
I,
appreciate
you're
it
gonna
no
land
matter
on the
what
point
the conversion
currency
is.
conversion.
Yeah.
But we
Thank you very
appreciate
much.
you more.
If you were to walk that number of units around a circle with radius 1, counterclockwise, starting on the right. So, imagine you wanted to describe rotating at a rate of 1 cycle per second.
Okay.
One thing that you could do is take the expression e to the 2 pi times I times t, where t
E to the 2 pi.
Because it's in radians.
Oh, because it's in radians, right?
Yeah, because it's e
Times
to the
I.
I theta. E to the I theta is
Oh,
the
e to
distance
the
that
I
you travel around.
Because e to the I theta, like will generate an expression when you calculate it that has like an imaginary and complex part that'll rotate, basically. Like it's. Oh, right. Because it's like cosine I sine of.
t is the amount of time that has passed.
That makes
Since
sense.
for a circle with radius 1, 2 pi describes the full length of its circumference.
Gotcha.
And this is a little bit dizzying to look at, so maybe you want to describe a different frequency, something lower and more reasonable. And for that, you would just multiply that time t in the exponent by the frequency, f.
Which
For
is just
example,
like zero.
if f was
Okay, yeah.
1/10, then this vector makes 1 full turn every 10 seconds.
All right, I'm
Since
with
the
you,
time
3B,
t
1B.
has to increase all the way to 10 before the full exponent looks like 2 pi I.
Yo,
I
hobby
have another
journalist,
video
welcome.
giving some intuition on
I
why
just
this
noticed
is
that
the
you're here.
behavior of e to the x for imaginary inputs, if
Okay,
you're
but
curious.
I buy
But for
that.
right now, we're just going to take it as a given. Now, why am I telling you this, you might ask? Well, it gives us a really nice way
We
to
don't need
write
to
down
see
the
that.
idea of winding up the
That's
graph
basic shit.
into a single tight little formula. First off, the convention in the context
Gotcha.
of Fourier transforms is to think about rotating in the clockwise direction. So let's go ahead and throw a negative sign up into that exponent.
I wonder why that
Now,
is.
take some function describing a signal intensity versus time, like this pure cosine wave we had before, and call it g of t. If you multiply this exponential expression times g of t,
Oh.
it means that the rotating complex number is getting scaled up and down according to the value of this function.
Oh, because it's going to scale the imaginary and complex part. So it's basically like...
So you can think of this little rotating vector with its changing length as drawing the wound up graph. So think about it. This is awesome. This really small expression is a super elegant way to encapsulate the whole idea of winding a graph around a circle with a variable frequency, f.
All right.
And remember, the thing we want to do with this wound up graph is to track its center of mass. So think about what formula is going to capture that. Well, to approximate it at least, you might sample a whole bunch of times from the original signal, see where those points end up on the wound up graph, and then just take an average. That is...
Dude, I knew it! I knew that's what they would do! And then divide by the... I knew
add
it.
them all together
Dude, I
as
knew
complex
that
numbers,
shit.
and then divide by the number of points that you've sampled. This will become more accurate if you sample more
And you
points.
just, like, convert them into, like, normal coordinates in order to... Because, like...
He'll explain it.
Points which are closer together. And in the limit, rather than looking at the sum of a whole bunch of points divided by
Eventually, you
that's
mostly
smart.
just look at the
number of points,
the
you
real,
take an
like the real
integral of this
numbers.
function divided by the size of the time interval that we're looking.
Oh, that's so smart, because that makes a lot of sense. The size of the time interval, because this... Wait, go back to the sum.
Well, that's if it were...
That's like 1 over the number of points, but then 1 over the time interval. That makes sense, because you're just like taking basically as many points as you possibly can.
Yeah.
So it would become just like how much...
That's basically like the infinite approximation.
Right.
Or like infinite precision.
And then it's from the
Not
two
perfect.
times. Okay. I really am curious how he's going to add up these complex numbers, though.
Now, the idea of integrating a complex valued function might seem weird, and to anyone who's shaky with calculus, maybe even intimidating. But the underlying meaning here really doesn't require any calculus knowledge. The whole expression is just the center of mass of the wound up graph. So,
Okay.
great. Step by step, we have built up this kind of complicated, but let's face it, surprisingly small expression for the whole winding machine idea that I talked about. And now there is only one final distinction to point out between this and the actual honest-to-goodness Fourier
Yeah,
transform.
'cause this is like the
Namely,
discrete Fourier.
just don't divide
Or, I
out
mean,
by the time interval.
What
The
you call
Fourier
it.
transform is just the integral part of this. What that means
Never mind,
is that instead of looking at the center of mass,
Wait,
you would
what?
scale it up by some amount. If the portion of the original graph you were using spanned 3 seconds,
What?
you would multiply the center of mass by 3.
Oh.
If it was spanning 6 seconds, you would multiply the center of mass by 6.
What?
Physically, this has the effect that when a certain frequency persists for a long time,
God
Yo,
damn
40
it.
rupees, roast my GitHub. Maybe. Thank you for the donation, though.
I guess we can roast your GitHub once once we finish this video. We'll back burner that for a bit. Or if there's a GitHub issue, you can throw it on there.
Thank you very much for the
This
donation.
video is almost done. And
then
thank
the
you.
magnitude of the Fourier transform at that frequency is scaled up more and more. For example, what we're looking at right here is how when you have a pure frequency of 2 beats per second and you wind it around the graph at 2 cycles per second, the center of mass stays in the same spot, right? It's just tracing out the same shape.
Yeah.
But the longer that signal persists, the larger the value of the Fourier transform at that frequency. For other frequencies, though, even if you just increase it by a bit, this is canceled out by the fact that for longer time intervals, you're giving the wound-up graph more of a chance to balance itself around the circle. That is a lot of different moving parts. So let's step back and summarize what we have so far.
Okay.
The Fourier transform of an intensity versus time function, like g of t, is a new function, which doesn't have time as an input, but instead takes in a frequency, what I've been calling the winding frequency. In terms of notation, by the way, the common convention is to call this new function g hat with a little circumflex on top of it. Now the output of this function is a complex number, some point in the 2D plane that corresponds to the strength of a given frequency in the original signal.
Yeah.
The plot that I've been graphing for the Fourier transform is just the real component of that output, the x-coordinate.
Oh.
That's kind of
You
what
could
we're
also
most
graph
interested
the
in.
imaginary component separately if you wanted a fuller description.
Oh.
And all of this is encapsulated inside that formula that we built up. And out of context, you can imagine how seeing this formula would seem sort of daunting. But if you understand how exponentials correspond to rotation, how multiplying that by the function g of t means drawing a wound up version of the graph, and how an integral of a complex valued function can be interpreted in terms of a center of mass idea, you can see how this whole thing carries with it a very rich intuitive meaning.
Yeah.
And by the way, one quick small note before we can call this wrapped up. Even though in practice, with things like sound editing, you'll be integrating over a finite time interval, the theory of Fourier transforms is often phrased where the bounds of this integral are negative infinity and infinity. Concretely, what that means is that you consider this expression for all possible finite time intervals, and you just ask, what is its limit as that time interval grows to infinity? And man oh man, there is so much more to say. So much, I don't want to call it done here. This transform extends to corners of math well beyond the idea of extracting frequencies from signal. So the next video I put out is going to go through a couple of these, and that's really where things start getting interesting.
Okay.
So stay subscribed for...
Do not subscribe to 3 Blue 1 Brown.
Subscribe to 3 Blue 1 Brown.
Okay, let's...
So, wait, but I'm kind of conflicted. I think that's just the discrete Fourier transform and not the fast Fourier transform.
Yeah,
what was the video?
They're different.
Well, the fast Fourier transform is just computing... Oh, dude, that's just... That's just on the Fourier transform. Okay, I was gonna say, because that is not the fast Fourier transform algorithm. Like, I mean, that was a great explanation of the goal that we're doing. I mean, that demonstrates how to compute the discrete Fourier transform. But if you were to perform that, it would be n squared. It would be an n squared algorithm, but the fast Fourier transform will be performing the same, or giving you the same result, but with n log n time complexity. So yeah, okay. Well, that's good that we have an understanding of what really is a Fourier transform.
How do we add? This stream is gonna go blank for a second, but don't worry about it. Okay.
What's this?
That. All right, we're back. We're just adding stuff to the stream. Give me a second.
What is that?
So we need our mic added. Okay, we got our mic going now. And let's get us. Add source. How do we do that? Browser source display capture.
Wait, let me just look at this guy's GitHub real quick, make sure it's not inappropriate or something.
Oh, good call. Okay. Hopefully, yeah, Mac. I'm just gonna edit this one. It's too complicated right now. Okay, so let's just make this big. And then delete that. Okay. Delete that. Put the video capture above. And then scale it down. Alright, we're back. Should really have presets for this, but I don't know. Who really cares? Okay.
0 contributions in the last year. 0 in 2024,
Wait,
0 in 2023.
How'd you find this?
1 in 2022. 5 in 2020.
Wait, can you drop the link to it in chat?
This might be wrong. Yeah, wait. Hey, Akash, could you send a link to your GitHub?
No, Jake is running Gem 2 Linux. Don't show your screen though.
Okay. So that was actually a really, yeah, that's pretty sick to understand the discrete Fourier transform, but
Oh.
hmm.
Yeah, I understand it a little better now, I think.
But then
Kinda
I think that what you do is you divide up the inputs into even and odd coefficients, or like even and odd indexes, I guess you would kind of consider it. And then perform that DFT algorithm recursively.
Where's this GitHub link?
I looked that up, and that is not
Oh, I guess
the actual GitHub. I'm pretty sure that's not right.
Guess I could go to my GitHub.
Are you sure it's not?
Where is oh, let's go. I'm 3 stars off unlocking the final Starstruck. Or the 3x Starstruck. Okay, let's see if it's in the oh. Opened 33 minutes ago. This is while we were on stream. Was my favorite math problem. Algebraic topology. Okay, well, I'll worry about that later. But website roasting chain. Let's see if it's in here.
Bro, Akash, that is not your GitHub. Unless if it's like you have a private GitHub, which I don't know if that's a thing.
Is he not drawing his GitHub?
It is correct. I copy and pasted.
Okay.
That's...
Is this? This isn't like something I shouldn't look at, right, dude? It's like a bunch of... I'm gonna quickly go to...
Oh. Wait, now I found it. Wait. I don't know if this is...
Dude, what is that?
I don't know if this is worth looking at, to be honest.
It's a bunch of random text. Is that like some kind of weird... Yeah, what is that? I don't think there's anything to be gotten from me. Okay, I guess your bio is just random text.
The website roast I need.
The website roast.
I mean, I guess he's got this website.
Let me see if the website is...
there.
Okay, gets.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like the rotating
Seems like a cool project.
cube thing.
3JS portfolio website. Oh, it's 3JS. Okay, cool. Monk. Created 3-tier stack for monitoring servers, including exposing, scraping, storing. Cool. Holy Grail. Data structured from scratch with different unusual brain editing.
Oh.
Beats 100%.
I didn't realize you can interact with it. The background. That's pretty cool.
Oh, this is really good.
The background is really cool. I'm not the biggest fan of the text there. The "Hey, I'm Akash, an intuitive creative developer." I don't think that really makes any sense to me.
It's funny you put intuitive and then it's like the weirdest website ever. But
Yeah.
This website is really, really cool and artistic.
Yeah.
I do really like this. And what's this? Oh, I see. Okay.
That is pretty cool. I'm not a big fan of the font, to be honest. The font differences. I mean, like you have like quite a few different fonts.
Yeah, this does look a little thrown together. This part of the font.
Like it's supposed to be abstract, but I feel like there's a little bit too much order in the rest of the website. Like the top is really abstract and cool, but the rest of the website has like too much order for how different the text is, if that makes sense.
This sentence, okay, so you say, a person passionate about solving complex problems with the simplest solutions by beautifully abstracting the complexities yet maintaining the balance of functionality. First of all, that's a very like wordy, kind of hard to, it's like get that out in a breath sentence. And a person is also like, you could just say I'm. It's like weird you're referring to yourself in the third person like that. And same with a guy. But I don't know if you're doing that stylistically. But see down here, you say during my internship, I. So you've got third person pronoun, first person pronoun. That's inconsistent. That's like just a small writing nitpick. And then, I don't know, about this kind of thing, a person passionate about solving complex problems. I see what you're saying because I'm a programmer. But yeah, I don't know. It's also not the craziest, like, that's like what everyone wants to do in programming. A guy who loves to experiment with tech, creating and learning from unknown problems. Yeah, I don't know. That's fine, but it's like just, it doesn't.
Wait, what does that mean though?
It
Guy who
doesn't-
loves to experiment with tech, creating and learning from unknown problems.
It's just like what every program
Loves to experiment with tech, comma, creating and learning from unknown problems. I don't think that really makes
What does
that
that
much sense to
text
me.
say? It's base 64. What does it say though? Is there someone more Greek than Jake? No, he's the Greekest. I'm not sure I want to decode that. What if it's like... Okay. During my internship, I built a CI/CD pipeline using Jenkins, managed cloud deployments, automated existing workflows. This is good. This is just solid. I can do stuff. I also developed an in-house observability solution, uptime to monitor service health, track responsive metrics, send alerts for downtime, SSL expirations. Yeah, this is really good. This is a great paragraph. In addition to my technical work, I contribute to a collaborative and supportive team environment by helping others learn. Yeah, that's cool. And you have good, I don't know these universities, the same, but you have a master's and stuff. Okay. Tons, that's an interesting, that's not tons as in lots, but tons as in the measurement, or maybe I'm just dumb. Of tools in my arsenal to solve problems, but they do not define their own destiny. Okay, I have no idea what that means. Though they help in solving problems, but I have built better a strategic framework, a set of methodologies, and approach patterns to solve problems efficiently. This writing is way worse than the writing up there. I have no idea
Yeah,
what that's
I'd say there's probably just like a language gap, and maybe run this through like ChatGPT or something to like get some critiques on grammar.
True. I don't want to bash. If English is not your first language, you're probably way more proficient than me. I only speak one language, so don't take that too hard. This is a great website overall. Throughout my journey, I've learned a lot of technologies and I've worked in different domains. It should be plural, but yeah, I won't hate on you too much for that. Acquiring a dynamic skill set to get the work done. Okay, this is solid. Yeah. And I like how you just say shell scripting and you don't drop like Z shell, bash. Like people that drop multiple shells is like, what are you doing? Some of the tools that help me build great solutions and domains, including, cool. All right, pweb, containerized hybrid CI/CD pipeline for the web. Monitoring solution, that's good. Set up bash scripts and docs to set up Git server from absolute scratch, that's cool. TUI for managing and handling Docker storage objects. Okay. NVimC, containerized console-based text editor with its own CLI. Cool. And then you've just got social medias. Yeah. Yeah, this is a really good website, and I will... Oh, that's containerized as scroll.
I'd say at the bottom,
Yeah.
the like socials tab, like I understand it's kind of keeping consistent with the rest of the
That's really cool.
the rest of the headers, but it just feels a little bit off having that top left and then the other things are like center aligned. You know, I mean, like I think that GitHub, Gmail, and LinkedIn should be center aligned. I think it makes the most sense in a
I see what
footer.
you're saying.
But I think that socials in this context like should be different from your other headers and it should be center aligned. That's my opinion on what I think would
kind
look
of
better.
agree, yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
But this guy is a really good developer. Like this is a really
Yeah, he
cool-
seems honestly pretty thorough in his projects.
Yeah.
Like can't really judge much there. It's really just a matter of grammar and like
That's
some
honestly somewhat of a
stylistic
green flag because like even if its grammar's not the best, he's not using
Yeah.
ChatGPT.
Yeah. Well, it appears.
And if he doesn't speak his English isn't his first language, it's chill. So yeah, well done. Let's see. Yeah. Sylvan Greek? No, I'm not. Wait, I've lost some respect. Jake is once. Yeah, I'm not Greek. Yeah, that was a really good. That was a great portfolio. You forgot the GitHub Easter. You mean the Easter egg, like. This it's a base 64 encoded thing, right? Wait, Jake, can you look that up?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Just like put it into chat.
Yeah.
Test. Is this someone else? Oh, I see. Can close this now. Yeah, go drop a follow on GitHub. Drop a couple of stars too. That's public archive. Whatever. Drop some stars. Help this guy get hired. Let's get this guy a job. Star all these. I never go through my GitHub stars anyway, so I just give them out for free. Oh, it's probably really quiet.
This
I'm
is
not talking that loud.
the mere existence is the period of equalization of randomly distributed equal and opposite counterparts. In this very existence, the opposites are not equally distributed. They are random they may also randomize. However, this randomness tends to equalize, ultimately leading to destruction at end. Everything is one, distributed into infinite mortal equally
Wow, did you use ChatGPT or?
No, I used a decoder. Anyway, it's just kind of like a philosophical, kind of poetic.
Is that a reference
thing.
to something?
I don't know. It looks like it's self-written. I think that he wrote this himself. Just similar grammar structure.
Yeah. All right. Should we try to implement some FFT?
Well, we don't know how to implement the FFT.
True.
We only know how to implement the DFT.
True AF. Yeah. Or glad.
So maybe we should watch a video on the FFT. Google that quote. I'm kind of bored. I don't want to.
Okay, yeah. How do you implement? Let's see. Someone left a GitHub issue about. Oh, in our rate marching, I think. Oh, I can just do that. No remote found? Get remote get URL origin? What do you mean no remote found? Hold on, my tmux script is broken. Get remote, get URL
Dude,
origin.
it is so hot in here.
I know. It's so hot.
I'm gonna turn my fan in my room.
Yeah, we have that window open too. We might have to take off our shirts. Get remote, get URL origin. Why does that script not work? That's really confusing.
You want another one of these fruit by the foot?
Nah, I'm all good. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, okay. Why? Shirts off donation goal? That's what someone suggested.
Maybe like $250.
Damn, that's steep.
Well, I mean,
Okay, I'm just opening this normally. I don't know why that script didn't work. Because there's a place that says, like, where FFT... Someone dropped some resources. Resources regarding signal processing. Discrete Fourier transform with implementation. Svelte, Rust, FFT. What? I don't really need to see that. Internals of that. Interactive short-time Fourier transform. (1D) convolution in linear time. Oh, on the FFT. Reducible video for good understanding.
I just started a goal.
You can do that?
Yeah.
Reducible.
The world of
Okay, dude, you ready for some hard math and programming? I have to pee first, but this shit is gonna be
Oh, I think I've already
legendary.
seen this video. And
Is it good?
I feel like he kind of clouds the video with too many like formulas. It's kind of
I mean, that's
wordy.
chill. As long
Well,
as
like,
it's-
but in like a it's like not helpful.
Oh. Yeah.
Poseidon, I do not owe you any money, but good try, man.
Have you guys? I haven't seen this.
Passive aggressive.
I feel
as
like
fuck.
this video seems good. Check the second link I posted. Wait, on GitHub? Oh, hold on. I forgot I have to go back. Part of the 3 blue 1 brown that explains convolution and how it applies to convolution. Oh, hold on.
Suppose I give
Is this what? Is this for fast Fourier transforms? Convolution?
It's a concept like important in fast Fourier transform. But I think that 3 blue 1 brown has a video on fast Fourier. If you just look up fast Fourier transform. Or just look up fast Fourier.
you 2 different lists of numbers.
Or maybe he doesn't.
No, it looks like this is the one.
Yeah. Should we watch that MIT lecture?
You think that's better than that one?
I don't know, it's about an hour and 20 minutes.
But what is convolution?
Maybe convolution is
I feel like this is good. It's dense and we can pause it.
Oh, wait. Well, we just learned the discrete Fourier transform, which I should actually write down, because I think that the fast Fourier transform is recursively getting
First
like,
one will
doing a
overlap.
DFT, but on even and odd components.
Oh, look at the DFT chapter. DFT. Speeding up with FFTs.
FFT, yeah.
But I feel like this is gonna rely on info in the previous, or like in the earlier parts of the video.
The Veritasium video, I took a look at the Veritasium video, but it didn't really. I mean, we're wanting to.
Wait, you found it?
I mean, it is pretty good. It is a good video. Yeah, I think. Check it out. The DFT chapter, yeah, we'll check that out. Here, let me look up this shit. Yeah, the FFT breaks the DFT into smaller DFTs, recursively applying the same process until it reaching the base case. Well, yeah, that's what a divide and conquer, but separates into even and odd indexed elements. Yeah. Recursively computes the DFT of each of the smaller subsequences. So, the smaller subsequence of a DFT, just the how does that work?
What other food do we have?
Not quite sure.
Did you determine a video to watch?
Yeah, Poseidon, that's exactly actually what I was kind of trying to get at when I was saying that, you know, it's a good video, but he kind of goes a little bit too much into the history of it and not really into the math. I mean, he explains like the importance of
Good
the
night,
algorithm
Poseidon.
and what it's useful for, but yeah. Oh. All right, good night, Poseidon. Thank you for joining us today. Have a good night. Sleep well. Aetherol is saying to check out the DFT chapter.
All right. Wait, 8 days ago someone donated it?
That's probably just in the last year.
Okay. The DFT chapter. What? I don't see the DFT chapter. Is that the last chapter?
No, it's probably. Maybe he means FFT.
Maybe? Is that what you mean? We'll put it on and see if he
Yeah, fuck it.
rages. Okay. Alright. We'll see what we got here. Okay.
Cover the coefficient.
We'll rewind a little.
Operations scales is in proportion to the square of n. On the
Wait,
other
dude,
hand,
what
if I
the-
think of two polynomials in terms of their outputs, for example, sampling their values at some handful of inputs, then multiplying them only requires as many operations as the number of samples.
Alright, I'm so without context here. I don't know, like, because this is just speeding it up with FFTs. Add two random variables. Measuring units, polynomial multiplication. Should we start at polynomial multiplication? What is Poseidon saying?
No, Poseidon left.
Oh, Poseidon. Oh, etherol.
Wait, did you leave the toilet running?
Yeah. You gotta turn off that switch that leaves it running.
Fuck, why am I so filled with rage right now?
Wait, I don't get what we're trying to, can't we just like look at a basic algorithm implementation?
Yep.
Should we do the MIT video then? Like,
Well, that's like an hour and 20 minutes, and I don't think that. No, we shouldn't.
that other one seemed like fine to me.
What one?
This one.
Yeah, we could watch it.
Alright. We'll give this a go.
The world of algorithms is vast, but we can often split them into two distinct classes. The first class is those that are inherently useful. Think of your standard graph algorithms like DFS or BFS. These algorithms show up all over the place, they are efficient, and as a result, we like to understand them.
You can tell from this guy's voice that he's cracked at math. I need to drink some water. I have a headache. I gotta stop eating those headache pills.
For real, bro. What's the...
Reducible FFT. You start at exact the correct point. It will perfectly match. Oh, okay. They make it scriptable. Okay. Then... Wait, where was that video? Certainty. Convolution.
Oh,
Okay. We'll start right there.
have as many equations as you have unknowns.
Okay.
It even happens to be a linear system of equations, so that's nice. And in principle, at least, this
Well,
should
that
be
means you
enough to
can solve
recover the
it with linear
coefficients.
algebra.
So the rough algorithm outline then would be whenever you want to convolve two lists of numbers, you treat them like they're coefficients of two polynomials.
Okay.
You sample those polynomials at enough outputs, multiply those samples
Oh.
pointwise, and
I
then
see what he's
solve
getting
the
at.
system to recover the coefficients as a sneaky backdoor way to find the convolution. And as I've stated it so far at least, some of you could rightfully complain, Grant, that is an idiotic plan. Because for one thing, just calculating all these samples for one of the polynomials we know already takes on the order of n squared operations. Not to mention, solving that system is certainly going to be computationally as difficult as just doing the convolution in the first place. So, like, sure, we have this connection between multiplication and convolutions, but all of the complexity happens in translating from one viewpoint to the other. But there is a trick. And those of you who know about Fourier transforms and the FFT algorithm might see where this is going.
Alright, we're done with the video. I'm getting tired.
Yep, well, we know everything, so.
Point. I'm so pissed.
If you're unfamiliar with those topics, what I'm about to say might seem completely out of the blue. Just know that there are certain paths you could have walked in math that make this more of an expected step. Basically, the idea is
What
that
does that
we have a
mean?
freedom of choice here. If instead of evaluating at some arbitrary set of inputs, like 0, 1, 2, 3, on and on, you
Yeah.
choose to evaluate on a very specially selected set of complex numbers, specifically the ones that sit evenly spaced on the unit circle, what are known as the roots of unity, this gives us a friendlier system. The basic
Weird.
idea is that by finding a number where taking its powers falls into this cycling pattern, it means that the system we generate is going to have a lot of redundancy in the different terms that you're calculating. And by being clever about how you leverage that redundancy, you can save yourself a lot of work.
Dude, that's so incredibly smart. Did you get that?
Wait, what did he say?
These roots of unity,
Yep.
make a lot
That's
of
a
these
friendlier
terms
system.
really redundant in a predictable way.
The basic
Yeah.
idea is that by finding a number
That's so
where
smart.
taking its powers falls into this cycling pattern, it means that the system we generate is going to have a
Wow.
lot of redundancy in the different terms that you're calculating. And by being clever about
That
how you
one was
leverage
O-
that
that one's
redundancy,
OP
you
too.
can save yourself a lot of work.
Oh, that's
This
sick.
set of outputs that I've written has a special
That's
name.
so
It's
cool.
called the discrete Fourier transform of the coefficients. And if you want to learn more, I actually did another lecture for that same Julia MIT class all about discrete Fourier transforms. And there's
Wait,
also
did he
a
use
lecture
Julia
for
the
that
language? Yeah. That's really cool.
same Julia MIT class all about discrete
gotta
Fourier
watch that.
transforms. And there's also a really excellent video on the channel Reducible talking about the fast Fourier transform, which is an
Oh.
algorithm for computing these more quickly.
Literally
Also,
he
Veritasium
recommends
recently did a really good video on FFTs, so you've got lots of options. And that fast algorithm really is the point for us. Again, because of all this redundancy, there exists a method to go from the coefficients to all of these outputs, where instead of doing on the order of n squared operations, you do on the order of n times the log of n operations,
Okay.
which is much, much better as you scale to big lists. And, importantly, this FFT algorithm goes both ways. It also lets you go from the outputs
Oh.
to the coefficients. So, bringing it all together, let's look back at our algorithm outline. Now we can say, whenever you're given two long lists of numbers and you want to take their convolution, first, compute the fast Fourier transform of each one of them, which, in the back of your mind, you can just think of as treating them like they're the coefficients of a polynomial, and evaluating it at a very specially selected set of points. Then, multiply together the two results that you just got, pointwise, which is nice and fast, and then do an inverse.
I think that's just for convolution. So
That's
he's
Fourier
not
transform.
really gonna.
Yeah, no,
What
this
that gives
doesn't
you
help
is the
us.
sneaky backdoor way to compute
Or I mean,
the
like,
convolution.
It kind of.
We don't know how to apply it.
He just said go to watch that video by. Okay.
The second class of algorithms we study are ones that are just purely beautiful. Think of the first time you saw the incredibly simple recursive implementation of Towers of Hanoi. If you have a soul, you feel a sense of wonder.
I've
a
never
sense
seen
of awe.
that. Wait. Hanoi end start end. 6 minus PM. Huh.
At the elegance of such an algorithm. It happens to not actually be that useful or efficient, as a matter of fact, but we still study it just as we like to read a work of fiction. It inspires us
That's fucking nerdy as
and
shit.
motivates out-of-the-box thinking.
Just like we like to. Oh, an algorithm! Fuck, we're watching a video about fast
Today, I
Fourier
wanna
transform in our free time.
About an algorithm that rightfully belongs in both classes, and my personal favorite algorithm, the fast Fourier transform. The fast
FFT.
Fourier transform, or FFT, is without exaggeration one of the most important algorithms created in the last century. So much of the modern technology that we have today, such as wireless communication, GPS, and in fact anything related to the vast field of signal processing, relies on the insights of the FFT. But it's also one of the most beautiful algorithms you'll ever see. The depth and sheer number of brilliant ideas that went into it is just astounding.
It should have put me really
It's
hard.
easy to miss the beauty aspect of the FFT since it's often introduced in fairly complex settings that require a lot of prerequisite knowledge, such as the discrete Fourier transform, time domain to frequency domain conversions, and much more.
Oh,
And to be fair, to get a full appreciation of the applications of the FFT, you can't really avoid any of these ideas. But I want to do something a little different.
Alright, it's fine.
We'll take a discovery-based approach to learning about the FFT in a context that you are all familiar with: polynomial multiplication. The way I see the structure of this video, it's all about starting with some common ground and then slowly asking questions that will hopefully prompt you to discover the truly ingenious ideas behind the fast Fourier
He's
transform.
also using 3 blue and
Alright,
browns.
let's get started.
Software, yeah.
Yeah. He has his own intro. Skip that
We're
shit.
given
Oh. It's funny, like, he has his own intro and own, like, stylistic thing, but then uses someone else's animation engine. Like, it's a good animation engine, so I can't blame him, but...
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't use it.
the setup here is simple. We
Like,
give
I feel like he should change his color scheme slightly more. I guess he did a little bit, but...
given two polynomials and want to find the product. Our task
It's
will be
fine,
to
I'm
design an
nitpicking.
efficient algorithm for this problem. Mathematically, we know one algorithm to multiply polynomials by repeatedly applying the distributive property. All of you have perhaps instinctively been applying this algorithm since any algebra class.
Yeah.
Before we try this
Okay.
idea though, the first question we have to address is representation of polynomials in a computer. The most natural way to represent them is
It's like
through
a-
coefficients, where we map coefficients to lists. It helps to arrange our coefficients in the following
Like
order,
vectors.
mainly because now the coefficient of the kth index is mapped to the coefficient of the kth degree term. We will refer to this representation as the coefficient representation of polynomials.
Okay.
In general, given two d-degree polynomials, the product will have a degree of 2 times d. And the running time of this algorithm, if we actually went about implementing it with the most natural distributive property approach, will be O of d squared, since each term in polynomial A will
Has
have
to
to
be
be multiplied
multiplied, yeah.
by all terms in polynomial B. The question now is, can we do better?
It's a
The
good
first
question.
really clever idea comes from thinking about polynomials a little bit differently. To see the key insight here, let's take a look at one of the simplest polynomials, a degree 1 polynomial or a linear function. We can represent any line with exactly two coefficients, one for the degree 0 term and one for the degree 1 term. The key part that makes this representation valid is that every representation has a one-to-one mapping to a unique line. What other representation?
I did not.
For any line, a degree 1 polynomial idea comes from thinking about polynomials a little bit differently. To see the key insight here, let's take a look at one of the simplest polynomials, a degree 1 polynomial or a linear function. We can
degree 1 polynomial or a linear function. Wait, I am spacing out. My focus is
a little bit differently. To see the key insight here, let's take a look at one of the simplest polynomials.
Oh,
a degree
we're just
1
looking at that one.
polynomial
Okay,
or
I'm dumb.
a linear function.
Okay.
We can represent any line with exactly two coefficients, one for the degree 0 term and one for the degree 1 term.
Yeah.
The key part that makes this representation valid is that every representation has a one-to-one mapping to a unique line. What other representations of a line have this property? There are actually several reasonable representations, but the one that we are going to use is the two-point representation.
Yeah.
We know from geometry that any line can be represented by two distinct
That's facts.
points. And turns out that there's a neat extension of this for general polynomials, which I will state here.
Really?
Any polynomial of degree d can be uniquely represented by d plus 1 points. For example, if I gave you 3 random points, this
really?
means that there is exactly one quadratic function that goes through all 3 of these points.
Oh, because there's
If I give you 4
those
points,
are like the roots.
there's exactly one cubic function that goes through
Isn't
all
that
these
like?
points. This
Isn't
statement
this
is
the fundamental theorem of algebra?
Shut up.
Like, no, I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm just saying I'm pretty sure that that is literally called the fundamental theorem of algebra.
Let's look it up. I'd be curious to know.
Math major.
Fundamental theorem of algebra. Oh. Has at least one complex root, meaning that a polynomial of n degree is exactly n roots in the complex number system, including repeated. Yeah, you're right. With if we get rid of all the complex stuff. Okay. Why did I do that? Now this video is gonna take forever to load.
degree
I
d.
should have just opened that in a new tab. Okay. Anyone saying anything?
Not really. Yo, what's up, Pez Pro? Welcome, welcome.
What is up, Pez Pro?
Can be uniquely represented by d plus 1 points.
Mac OS.
For example, if I gave you 3 random points, this means that there is exactly one quadratic function that goes through all 3 of these points.
Okay.
If I give you 4 points, there is exactly one cubic function that goes.
Wait. It's guaranteed to be exactly 1?
Yep.
I guess that makes sense.
To all these points.
Oh, that's just the definition of like a quadratic. Or, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm done.
This statement is perhaps a little surprising,
That's like-
so it deserves a proof.
Like
Suppose
a
I
linear,
give
like,
you d.
that's like just saying like what line
Yeah.
makes these 2 points connect,
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, that's
It's just an extension.
linear,
of
and then
that,
yes,
basically, yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
Plus 1 unique points of a d degree polynomial p of x. We want to show that for these set of points, there's only one set of coefficients. So, if we actually evaluate our polynomial at each of these points, we get the following set of system of equations. Whenever you have a system of equations, writing it as a matrix vector product is almost always helpful for analysis.
Okay. Wait, I just zoned TF out. My focus is leaving
Points.
me.
We get the following set of system of equations.
Okay. D plus 1 points uniquely defined for a D degree polynomial. That's X is the point P of X. Okay. That's X, that's Y. Okay. And then P of X equals those 4. Oh, I gotcha. That's the polynomial representation. Okay.
Whenever you have a system of equations, writing it as a matrix vector product is almost always.
Wait, and what is that system of equations? Oh, that just represents plugging in each of the x's.
Whenever you have a system of equations, writing it as a matrix vector product is almost always helpful.
Matrix vector product. Oh, so they're multiplying together each of the...
The P0 is the coefficient and the X0.
Oh, I see.
Those are the,
I see.
yeah.
For analysis.
Yeah. I love the triangular dots symbol. Favorite latex symbol.
One nice property of this matrix is that if each of our original points is unique, as it is in this case, the matrix will always be invertible.
They're unique. It'll always be invertible. Okay.
Easiest way to show this is by calculating the determinant, which you will find is non-zero. But I'll link a nice linear algebraic proof of this fact in the description as well for those interested.
Calculating... How do you get the determinant again?
The determinant?
Man, it's been a minute since
I don't really remember.
I don't think we have to fully... Because this is just like a proof within a proof. That would be
Yeah,
another proof.
no.
Anyways,
it's not.
But out of curiosity, how do you calculate the determinant?
Scalar value that can be computed from the elements of a square matrix. Oh, dude, the fucking determinant. I forgot about that shit. What's that?
Oh,
If it's like
right.
A, B, C, D, then it's A,
And
B
it gets
minus
like...
C, D.
And it's like almost recursively defined. Like it gets more and more complicated as you scale up in...
Oh, fuck. Yeah, dude. The first case is really easy. And then, yeah, look how fucked it gets.
It gets
You, like,
really...
A1 times that shit minus B. Yeah.
Wait, the determinant, guys, right, is like, you've got... If you have a really big thing like this, and you're trying to calculate the determinant, isn't it just like each thing and then minus its like opposite corner, kind of? But it gets like more and more complicated as the matrix gets bigger. I've never had to, like... I just calculated determinants for like 2x2 and 3x3 matrices for like my linear algebra final, and then I forgot what a determinant was. But yeah. Let's go. We got our Greek mod. Okay. Determinant is a long recursive process. Okay. Take a matrix and take the sum of determinants removing the rows from each one. Oh. Okay, so determinant, yeah. Wait, does that mean... What's the time complexity of taking a determinant of a matrix? Just linear?
I don't know if it matters.
I know, not for this algorithm, but just out of curiosity. If it's recursive, would it be
Well, it's like-
quadratic, or would it be...
I mean, it's just... And I'll look it up.
We're on some nerd shit today.
N factorial.
Aren't you studying math in college? Well, I did drop out. Just curious, because you would be used to matrix vector representations. Damn. I see you. No, I'm just not that good at math. I just skill maxed computer science.
N cubed.
It's n. It's 2 to the n.
Says who?
No way it's 2 to the n. No way it's 2 to the n. You're capping.
It's not.
Volume.
It's n cubed.
N cubed. Okay.
Yeah.
2 to the n is crazy. Yeah, well, I didn't drop out. I'm taking a year off or so. There's a video about it, but I'm working at a company. Let's see. Okay, let's go back to this, because this video is great.
What this means is that for every set of points, there exists a unique set of coefficients and consequently a unique polynomial.
Oh, M is invertible for unique series of x's, which means there's a unique... Wait. M is invertible for that series of x's, which means there's a unique vector of coefficients that exists. I'm not sure I followed that first implication, but a unique polynomial exists. All right, this is just a proof within a proof. I'll buy that for now.
Taking a step back, what this means is that there are actually two ways to represent polynomials of degree d. The first of which is the coefficient representation, and the second with just d plus 1 points, which we will call the value representation.
Well, there's also the root representation.
A nice property of using the value representation is multiplication of polynomials is much easier.
Value representation, okay.
But yeah, for this
Let's say
case,
I ask you
we're
to
just
multiply
wanting to
these
go
two-
from coefficient space to value space, do the math, and then go back to coefficient space.
I see.
Polynomials a of x and b of x. We know the resulting polynomial c of x will be of degree 4, so we'll need 5 points to uniquely represent the product. What we can now do is take 5 points from each of the two polynomials and then simply multiply the function values one by one to get the value representation of the product of the two polynomials.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so
Like in
Now,
value
by rule,
space, it's
there's
just
only one
it's
degree
chill.
of
It's just
the
a
polynomial
linear
that passes through these points. That
thing.
polynomial happens to be the following
coefficient
in the
spaces
coefficient
and-
representation, and this is indeed the product of our original A
wow,
of x and B of
that's
x.
so smart. So they took it from like a O of n squared to just O of n by value space conversion.
Well, the conversion is costly as well, though.
Oh, is it?
Like the conversion from coefficient to value.
Is it? Don't
Yeah.
you just need like a series of points and then you just calculate the polynomial for each of those?
Well, the polynomial is the coefficient. Like, if it's
Oh.
like this is written in coefficient form, this is written in value form. Or well, those are just like samples.
That's what I'm saying. Like the samples, all you have to do is calculate for each of those samples. You'd have to calculate the polynomial, like. But isn't it a linear
Each of
time
those.
problem?
Well, it's like okay. You know how you have like just the simple thing like fuck. Like like x squared plus 2x plus 4 or whatever is just like in value, like in like that's the coefficient representation, but then the like value representation or like the root representation is like x minus 2x plus 2. You feel me?
No.
Whatever.
Let's keep watching. That's why you can't go discrete. It's because you will choose the frequencies you want to display at the end. That's why you can go discrete. Oh. Cool.
Polynomials. With the multiplication operation being performed using the value representation, we've now reduced the time for multiplication from our original d squared operations to the order of only degree d operations.
Only,
so
wait, only degree D? Wait, is he saying it's only O of D factorial? Or is that exclamation mark part of the title?
No, I think that's just an exclamation point.
It was n squared, now it's only n factorial! Okay. Who made this? Reducible? Dude, do not that's so confusing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like,
Suppose
technically the exclamation point is like apart from the actual math component of the time complexity notation. So it's like it doesn't actually mean anything.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's like saying f of x factorial. Well, that's different from saying that, but that's completely different from saying that. But it's like
it's because of the parentheses. Like,
well, it's because whatever.
Yeah.
Like that just means nothing.
Yeah, but that is funny. You mentioned me in a video. I'll have to go watch that later. Max syntax.
A plan for an improvement to polynomial multiplication. We are given two polynomials in the coefficient representation of degree d each. We know multiplication is faster using the value representation, so what we'll do is evaluate each of these polynomials at 2d plus 1 points, multiply each of these points pairwise to get the value representation of the product polynomial, and
Coefficient to values, and then add them or multiply them together, and then that gives you
and then finally somehow convert the value representation back to the final
Yeah, how are we gonna do that?
coefficient representation. This is the grand plan, but there are several pieces of the puzzle we haven't figured out. What we're missing is really some sort of magic box that could take polynomials in the coefficient representation and convert them to the value representation, and then vice versa.
Okay.
That magic box, my friends, and trust me, it is truly magical, is the fast Fourier transform. Let's first
He said the thing!
from the coefficient representation to the value representation, which we will call evaluation. We have a degree d polynomial, and we want to evaluate the polynomial at n points, where n is some number greater than d plus 1. Let's think about the most straightforward way to do this. We can pick n random x coordinates and simply calculate the respective y coordinate. This works, but when we deconstruct what's actually going on here, we run into our old foe. Each evaluation will take O of d operations, making this method run in O.
Oh, each evaluation. Right. O of n squared or O of d squared? Why do they use d?
Of n times d time, which ends up being O of d squared to evaluate all n points. So we're back to where we started. Can we find a way to optimize this? Let's try to simplify the problem. Let's say instead of considering a general polynomial, we wanted to instead just evaluate a simple polynomial, like p of x is equal to x squared, at 8 points. The question now is, which points should we pick? Is there any set of points where knowing the value of one point immediately implies the value of another? In fact, there is. If we pick the point x equals 1, we immediately know the value of the point x equals negative 1. Similarly, if we pick x equals 2, we automatically know x equals negative 2 will have the same value. Extending this idea, the key property we want here is that our 8 points should be positive-negative pairs. The reason this works is due to the property of even functions, where a function evaluated at negative x is going to equal the function evaluated at positive x. Okay, but then the next immediate question is, what about functions like x cubed? Does the same trick work? It actually kind of does, but with one caveat. Each positive x value will have the same value as the negative x value, but with the sign flipped. So in these two cases of odd and even degree single-term polynomials, instead of evaluating 8 individual points, we can actually get away with evaluating
reacting to this. Do not sue us.
We immediately know the value of the respective negative points. Let's see if we can extend this idea to a more general polynomial.
Yeah, let's see if we
inspiration from our earlier exploration, let's split our polynomial into even and odd degree terms. If we factor an x from the odd degree terms, we end up having two new polynomials, where these new polynomials have only even degree terms.
Okay.
Let's actually give these polynomials.
Oh, dude, this is this the recursive part of it, where it splits down?
This, yeah.
Oh, even.
Well, this is the combined.
Dude, it's coming together. I'm starting to see the vision. I'm starting to see it. I'm starting to understand this shit.
Are you?
No. But now I understand why there was a recursive thing. I'm still confused as fuck. Okay.
first representing the even terms, and the second
we're not paying
representing-
attention to chat right now, by the way. If something serious goes down, you've got the Greek guy. What's his
He
name?
might have gone to sleep.
Oh, damn. Alright, no saying slurs, no beating each other up. How would they do that? No cyberbullying, I guess. Yeah, if you really need us, drop a $2 donation.
odd terms after factoring out x. This fact allows us to recycle a lot of computation between positive.
That's so smart. Wait. Okay. So, P even and P odd. Oh, this is a little confusing. That he... Wait, dude.
Well, that's just saying this. If you're computing a of x is equal to all of the even components, or like a of even components x squared plus a of odd components x squared, or I mean plus x a of odd components x squared.
But these
'Cause, like-
these look like even components to me. You know, like that's
Well, yeah,
fourth.
because
But
because
he
he
factored
because
out
he
the
factored
x.
out the x.
So it's just x times and then... But then why do you say odd in there? Like, wouldn't it be plus x times the even components of... Like, is he just saying odd to, like, be quirky and different? You know what I mean? That seems like...
No.
It seems, like, redundant to me if he's saying, like, we're feeding these into the odd function, but they're also even
because-
values.
Because you look, it's like this. You go from k equals 0 to k equals, or you know, n over 2 times. It's like the sum
Yeah.
of from k to n over 2 of the coefficient a 2k times x to the k, which is like all of the even components added up. Like this is basically saying like add up all of the even components,
Yeah.
add up all of the odd components, but in order to get x to the 2k, then you have to multiply the x here instead of doing that. I don't know.
Okay. Alright. I kind of get that.
Positive and negative pairs of points. A bonus fact is that since these even and odd polynomials are functions of x squared, they are polynomials of degree 2, which is a much
No,
simpler polynomial
no!
of degree
The exclamation point! No, it's not. They do not have a degree of 2 factorial.
I mean, they do. 2 factorial is 2.
Oh, wait, you're super right.
That one is okay.
I fucked that up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, because 2 times 1 is 10, bro.
Oh, D for dimensions, or for degree. Even and odd functions, you're in caret mode. Oh, I am in caret mode. Too bad we don't have any carrots. Even and pod. The originally odd components. Got you. Yeah, that's what I was confused about.
Generalizing these
Just because it's like... But originally makes sense. You understood my question. Our p-evens are precisely the even degree coefficients of p, and the coefficients of pod are precisely the odd degree coefficients of p. Right, but with like a thing factored out of them. And then you're multiplying that on the outside.
observations, if we have an n-1 degree polynomial that we want to evaluate at n,
P even. Oh, so this is the recursive part of it. P even. So you square.
Well, see, that's exactly what I have here.
Oh, it is exactly what you have there.
Because p even
Yeah.
equals the sum of all coefficients, all even coefficients, times x to the k, and then odd is the sum of all odd components times x to the k. But in order to get all of the odd fucking that component, like the k, all of the like odd k's. That's why you do the time. You do the x squared to get 2k here, 2k here, but in order to get 2k plus 1, you multiply by x.
Right. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Because if you multiplied this by x, that's the same as k plus 1, or x to the k plus 1.
Right.
Equals
Yeah.
x times to the k. And then you're doing this x square. I don't fucking know.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Let's see if anyone said anything. And implement system.drawing.
Endpoints. We can split the
I
polynomial
don't care about
into
it.
even and odd terms, with these two smaller polynomials now having degree n over 2 minus 1. So, how do we evaluate these
see.
polynomials with half the degree of our original polynomial? Well, what's beautiful here is that this is just
Recursive.
another evaluation problem. But this time, we need to evaluate the polynomials at each of our original inputs squared.
That's
And this
so
works out
cool that
nicely
it's
since our
recursive.
original points were positive negative pairs. So if we originally had n points, we now only end up having n over 2 points. This is starting to smell like the start of a recursive algorithm.
I mean,
Let's
it's
take a look at
literally
the bigger
defined as
picture.
one up there.
We want to evaluate a polynomial p of x at n points, where the n points are positive negative paired. We split the polynomial into odd and even degree components, where we now have two simpler polynomials of degree n over 2 minus 1 that only need n over 2 points to evaluate. Once we recursively evaluate these smaller polynomials, we can then go through every point in our original set of n points and calculate the respective values by utilizing the relationship between the positive and negative paired points.
It's utilizing the relation. It's fine. That makes special use of. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. If you're doing this kind of math, you're allowed to use utilize. You're not allowed to use utilize if you're an HR person.
Bro.
It's off limits. You don't know what it means to do hard work. This guy can use utilize. He is utilize usage approved.
Use the utilize pass.
Why the huge interest in math? I don't know. I'm interested in it. But this is not discrete yet. It will be simpler to implement with DFT. Discrete Fourier transform is simple.
This guy's gonna get to it. Because
Is
the FFT is the fast way to compute the DFT. That's all that is.
The dift.
It's just a way that you manipulate how you process it. It's like you manipulate the input to be, whatever.
Oh. Dude, let's finish this video and then let's take some kind of like brain break. Like, what if we like played
Play some
chess
Smash.
versus chat?
Oh,
We can play Smash too, but we don't have the thing all hooked up.
true.
We could say that for another
the
stream.
value representation of our original polynomial. If we can get this to work, this means we have an O of n log n recursive algorithm, since the two recursive subproblems have half the size of the original problem and take linear time to evaluate the endpoints. This would be a huge improvement from our earlier quadratic running time, but there is one major problem. Can you spot the issue?
What's he saying?
She said there's one
The
major
time to
problem.
evaluate the endpoints.
There's a problem where
This would
to
be-
evaluate the endpoints.
Wait, why is this n log n? Because don't you still have to...
There's
I'm confused on how...
n iterations here and iteration, or like, but the n is for each of these smaller things, and you're just splitting it up.
But
It's the same reason why.
you're able to reuse the...
Well, I mean, think of merge sort, and how that's n log n.
Oh, because you can parallelize it. Or you can...
No, but it just reduces the number of computations needed. like it's like imagine like the number of comparisons that you have to do
Oh, I
in
see.
merge
I
sort
see.
is the same as performing multiplications in this, and you're just cutting down the number of multiplications that you have to do, or additions or subtraction. You know, like, but in this it's a matter of multiplication.
See.
And then so since you're like splitting it up into like smaller bits, you're only doing n log n of that.
Okay. Yeah.
A huge improvement from our earlier quadratic running time, but there is one major problem. Can you spot the issue?
Spot
The problem
issue.
occurs at the recursive step. The entire scheme relies on the fact that the polynomial will have positive and negative paired points for evaluation. This works at the top level, but at the next level we are evaluating n/2 points where each point is a squared value. These all end up being positive, so the recursion breaks. So then the natural question is, can we make these new set of points positive negative paired? Some of you may already see it, but this actually leads to the third absolutely ingenious idea behind the FFT. The only way this is possible is if we expand the domain of possible initial points to include complex numbers. For special choice of complex numbers, the recursive relation works perfectly where every subsequent set of points will contain positive negative pairs.
Interesting.
What possible set of initial endpoints has this property? This is a hard question, and to answer it, we're going to do a little bit of reverse engineering with an example.
Okay.
Let's say we have a degree 3 polynomial, which requires at least n equals 4 points for its value representation. These points need to be positive negative pairs, so we can write them as x1, negative x1, x2, and negative x2. We
Okay.
know that the recursive step will require that we evaluate the odd and even splits of the polynomial at 2 points, x1 squared and x2 squared. Now the key constraint here is that for the recursion to work, these 2 points also have to be positive negative pairs. So we have an equivalence between x2 squared and negative x1 squared. At the bottom level of the recursion, we'll have a single point x1 to the power of 4. Now what's nice is that we get to choose these points. Let's see what happens if we pick our initial x1 to be 1. This means 2 of our initial points are 1 and negative 1, which at the next level of recursion means that x1 squared and negative x1 squared also have to be 1 and negative 1, respectively.
That's
and at the
really
bottom
smart.
layer, we have only 1 point, which ends up being 1. Now the question becomes, what x2 should we choose so that when we square x2, we end up with negative 1? The answer to that is the complex number I, which means that the 4 points that we need to evaluate this polynomial at are
I
1,
and negative
-1,
I.
and negative I.
That's so
An alternate
smart.
perspective to what we
And then
just
you do
did here
root
is that we
2
essentially just solved the
I
equation x to the power of 4
root
equals 1.
2 over
Since
2
at the
times
bottom layer,
I
the
minus 1
recursion,
root
the
2 over
value
2
of any of our
I
original
plus 1
points
plus
to
or
the power
minus
of
each
4
of those
was 1.
is the next
We know
branch.
this equation
This is
has
just
4
the
solutions,
fucking
all of which are
coefficients
encompassed
of unity
by
or whatever
a
the fuck
special
it's
set
called.
of points called the
Hide that
fourth
shit.
root of unity.
Roots of
Let's see
unity.
if this generalizes. If given a degree 5 polynomial, we'll need n is greater than or equal to 6 points. Since our recursive method is splitting each problem in half, it's convenient to just pick a power of 2, so let's pick n equals 8. Now what we need to do is to find 8 points that are positive negative paired, such that each of these points, when raised to the 8th power, is equal to 1. We see that the right points are the 8th roots of unity.
Oh.
Generalizing this to any d degree polynomial.
I just got why there are 8
what we
roots. Oh. Man. Math is so insane that they invented this complex. Someone was just like, yo, but what if it did exist?
Yeah.
And then that shit turned out to just power all of modern electrical engineering. Oh, wait, I want to ask the
Yes.
stream something. Is there anyone still there? We didn't kill it with how boring it is. Would you guys ever be interested in seeing like electrical engineering content? Like we want to just rig up some basic circuitry and like, because we want to build like a TV controller eventually for our visualizer and to have like Spotify or whatever and stuff. But that would involve some circuit engineering. So Plus, I just want to make some little simple circuits in general to just for the F of it. I feel like some nice react to the math tool that invented complex numbers. Is that the Veritasium video? I will on another day. We gotta see this through. Yeah. Hey, you were an electrical engineer. Do you guys recommend like electrical engineering classes? I've heard electrical engineering is really hard. Oh, but we know Marco. Marco's an electrical engineer. Vibrator, yeah, it's gonna be a sex toy, yeah. I'll be right back.
Alright. Yo, people. Narrowly avoided. Yeah, electrical engineering is pretty cool, but I'm sure quite complicated. I mean, there's definitely like a lot of the like logical thinking that's important, which kind of overlaps with computer science, but then there's also a lot of like the physics that you have to be aware of, which is its own thing. It's like logic oriented, but I mean, you know how physics is, it's kind of fucked. So, yeah, electrical engineering is pretty sick.
I love the term physics. It's just like, this is what things physically are. Here's all the things that are physical. Let's study them. All right. Let's finish out this video.
Yeah. After this, I don't know. I'm tired MF.
Yeah, you can call it.
What we'll do is pick n is greater than or equal to d plus 1 points, such that n is the power of 2, and the points that we should choose are the nth roots of unity. This fact deserves a little bit more explanation. Why does this work?
Wait,
Before we end,
there are nth roots of unity?
What do you mean? Well, yeah, you can just continue on and on.
Oh, that makes sense. Wait. Wait, one? And you're multiplying these together?
Well, no, it's like when you square this, you get this. When you square this, you get this.
I see.
And onward. Like,
to answer that question, let's formalize a few things. The nth roots of unity are the solution to the following equation, and they are best visualized as equally spaced points on the unit circle. The angle between these points is 2 pi over n. With this fact, a nice way to compactly write these points is with complex exponential notation through Euler's formula. One standard way to define the roots of unity is by...
Right, and this is the representation in the well, this is the same thing, but...
defining this omega term as e to the power of 2 pi I over n. And then what this allows us to do is define individual roots of unity quite compactly. Here are some examples. So now, when we say we want to evaluate a polynomial at the nth roots of unity, what that really means is we want to evaluate it at omega to the power of 0, omega to the power of 1, so on and so forth, until omega to the power of n minus 1.
Gotcha.
So going back to our original question of why evaluating the polynomial p of x at the nth roots of unity works for our recursive algorithm, there are two key properties at play here. For one, our original set of points are positive-negative paired, where for the jth root omega to the power of j, omega to the power of j plus n over 2 is going to be the corresponding pair. Now, in our recursive step, we will be squaring each of these points and passing them on to the even and odd degree polynomials. This is what happens when we square our original n roots of unity. This reveals the second key property of the nth roots of unity. When we square the nth roots of unity, we end up with the n over 2 roots of unity, which are also positive and negative pairs and are just the right number of points for the two new polynomials of half the degree.
Wait, and what you would do is square all of those and then get rid of the ones that are the same because, like, they would end up as the same thing, you know, like... like if you square each of these, like, well, like if you square 1, it goes to 1. If you square -1, it also
The
goes to
same
1. So you
pattern
just
holds
like
it
get rid of it, and then you'd get like, yeah.
every level of the recursion until we end
That's
up with
really
just
cool.
1 point. How beautiful is that?
That's so cool.
Alright, we are now ready to outline the core fast Fourier transform algorithm.
Okay.
The FFT will take in a coefficient representation of a degree n minus 1 polynomial where n is the power of 2. We will define omega as e to the power of 2 pi I over n to allow us to define roots of unity easily. The first case we need to handle is the base case, which is going to be when n is equal to 1. All this means is that we are evaluating the polynomial at 1 point. Our recursive case is 2 calls to the FFT, 1 on even degree terms and 1 on odd degree terms. The intention is that these polynomials are now half the degree of our original polynomial, so they only need to be evaluated at n over 2 roots of unity. Assuming the recursion works, the output of these calls will be the corresponding value representation of these even and odd degree term polynomials, which we will label as ye and yo. Now onto the tricky part, which is to take the output from these recursive calls and combine them to get the value representation of our original degree n minus 1 polynomial. We saw earlier that the key idea was to use the relationship between positive and negative pairs, but now we have to slightly modify this logic for our roots of unity inputs. As a quick note, yes, I did modify the index.
Dude, my brain is like fried. This is like going in like one cortex and out the other cortex. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I kind of understand it. But maybe we should just call it for the day. Because I don't think I can fully understand it right now.